Right, yeah. Who have you got today, Mike?
John.
You've got no one.
John.
Right.
Good evening and welcome along to the Dave Bryant Stadium for live 90 minutes coverage of Enfield Town versus Hornchurch. Kick-off is 15 minutes away. And if you've got a sense of deja vu, that would be understandable, because these two sides met in this very same premises just 10 days ago. On that occasion it was the FA Trophy, and Enfield Town triumphed after a 1-1 draw. They won on penalties 8-7. Different kettle of fish tonight. It's back into league action. It's the Vanarama National League South. Town sitting bottom of the pile in 24th with just the 11 points to their name. Hornchurch in 15th with 23 points to their name. Town currently 5 points off safety, 5 points away from Bath City in 19th. Kick-off, as I say, is 13 minutes away at the moment, so the first order of business is to run through tonight's teams. The visitors, Hornchurch, have in goal number 1 Mason Terry, number 2 Nathan Bartram Cooper, 5 Harry Gibbs, 6 their captain Ryan Scott, 7 George Saunders, 8 Tom Raitt, 9 Femi Ekunwande, 10 Liam Nash, 11 Miles Weston, 16 Manny Harvest, former Enfield Town player, and 18 Henry Hearn, who scored against Town 10 days ago in that FA Trophy fixture. And Hornchurch's substitutes tonight are number 12 Darren McQueen, 14 Angelo Balanta, 15 Adi Yusuf, 17 Ollie Muldoon, and 19 Bailey Clements. And as for Town, well, in short, they are unchanged. 1 to 11, and indeed the entire 16 is unchanged from the draw away to Dorking on Saturday. That means in goal it's number 1 Reece Forster. At the back it's 5 Xavier Benjamin, 19 the captain Adam Thompson, and number 2 Dan Cox. The wing backs are number 17 Dylan Adjihursi and 3 Joe Payne. Then in midfield 16 Christian Scott, 4 Alfie Tuck, 8 Sam Youngs, with number 7 Lennon Peake supporting striker number 14 Ruben Shakpoke. And Town substitutes today are number 6 Jack Smith, 10 Jake Hutchinson, 12 Billy Leonard, 15 Rhys Beckles Richards, and number 20 Mickey Parcell. So that suggests that Town will line up today in their usual formation of 3 centre-backs, 2 wing-backs. We can expect Benjamin, Thompson and Cox to be the 3 centre-backs. Benjamin, 20 years of age, Cox, 18 years of age, and the captain, Adam Thompson, in between them is 32 years of age. So experience flanked by youth at the back. The wing-backs will be Dylan Adjihursi on the right and Joe Payne on the left. And then in some sort of conglomeration between defence and attack, they'll have number 16 Christian Scott, 4 Alfie Tuck, 8 Sam Youngs and 7 Lennon Peake, with number 14 Ruben Shakpoke in attack, possibly supported by Lennon Peake, possibly supported by Sam Youngs. We shall wait and see how that formation pans out. The big news from Hornchurch's side is that Sean Scannell, who caused quite a few problems 10 days ago when the two sides met, he limped off at half-time at their game over the weekend at home to Weymouth, 1-0 win against Weymouth. He limped out and he's not involved at all today. He was quite the tricky customer on the left. He'd played over 100 championship level games for Crystal Palace, had a dozen goals for them back in his heyday. Now 36 years of age. He was a bit of a danger man. Sorry, he's 34 years of age. He was a bit of a danger man. He's missed out today. So we'll wait and see whether Hornchurch deploy the 3 at the back, which they have done most of their games this season, or whether they go in for back 4, which they've dabbled with, I think it's fair to say. It's not been completely alien to them this season. Last time out, Town travelled to Dorking on Saturday and drew 1-1. Came back from behind, came back from a 1-goal deficit. Sam Young's equalising in the second half. Very creditable draw that. Dorking, one of the sides amongst the favourites for promotion this season. And indeed, Dorking followed up that draw with Town on Saturday by last night going out and winning 7-1. So, really impressive draw for Town last night, on Saturday, last time out. Prior to that, as I said, played this very Hornchurch team and drew 1-1 after 90 minutes. And prior to that, their previous league engagement was a 1-1 draw at home to Salisbury, in which Adam Thompson, goal machine Adam Thompson, came up from the back, scored late on, and Town conceded a very late equaliser. What that means is that the last 3 games Town have played against Vanarama National League South opposition, they've drawn all 3, 1-1. And that represents, you might say, a bit of an upturn in form, given that earlier in the season Town were conceding 4 goals, 3 goals, 6 goals. There's 3 different occasions on which they've conceded 4 goals, 1 occasion on which they've conceded 6 goals. But in the last 3 games against opposition from this division, it's been 1-1 everywhere you look. So a bit of an improvement in form for Town. 3 consecutive 1-1 draws against National League South opposition. Kick-off is 7 minutes away, and I'll take this opportunity, while those around me get a chance to compose themselves and catch their breath, I'll take this opportunity to run through the teams once again, and after which it will be my great pleasure to introduce today's very special pundits alongside me. So the Hornchurch team have in goal number 1 Mason Terry, 2 Nathan Bertram Cooper, 5 Harry Gibbs, 6 Ryan Scott the captain, 7 George Saunders, 8 Tom Raitt, 9 Femi Akinwande, 10 Liam Nash, 11 Miles Weston, 16 Manny Harvest, and number 18 Henry Hearn. And their substitutes are Darren McQueen, Angelo Balanta, Adi Youssef, Ollie Muldoon and Bailey Clements. And for Town, it's unchanged from Saturday, which means on goal number 1 Reece Forster, at the back number 5 Xavier Benjamin, 19 Adam Thompson and 2 Dan Cox. Wing backs are 17 Dylan Ajihersi and 3 Joe Payne, 16 Christian Scott, 4 Alfie Tuck, 8 Sam Youngs, with 7 Lennon Peake quite likely supporting number 14 Ruben Shakpoke in attack. And Town substitutes today are Jack Smith, Jake Hutchinson, Billy Leonard, Reece Beckles-Richards and Mickey Parcell. With all those pleasantries out the way, it's my absolute pleasure to welcome alongside me John Manatara. John, how are you and how are you feeling about today's game?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. All go, as always, but it's great to be back and watch another game. It's going to be a real tight affair, I think. They're a really great side, and they've hit a bit of good form. I think they've won 3 in the last 5, 1 against Weymouth, so they're a real threat to us as well, a good side. But I'm feeling a bit more confident than normal, because I think now we've got Alfie Tuck back and Cox as well back. Makes a big difference to how we played. Unfortunately, we drew the last home match in the league with Salisbury, so feeling fairly confident. It's going to be very tight though.
Well, as I said 10 days ago when the 2 sides met in the FA Trophy, it was indeed very tight. Hornchurch took the lead early on with Henry Hearn, who was making his debut that afternoon. He scored after 7 or 8 minutes, and then 7 or 8 minutes into the second half, Town equalised. On the balance of play, it was pretty even. Possibly argue Hornchurch had slightly the better of it, but a 1-1 draw seemed fair enough. So, yeah, 2 very evenly matched sides, as you say. And 2 sides, well, one side certainly in Hornchurch, who are in a decent run of form, as you mentioned, a few victories amongst their recent results. Town, an unchanged team, 3 consecutive 1-1 draws, a draw away to Dorking, a very strong Dorking team, an unchanged side, and in particular, what I think bodes well for Town tonight, an unchanged back 3, Benjamin, Thompson and Cox. Any thoughts on that aspect in particular?
Yeah, I think it's creating stability now in the team. We've got that core team now that we've needed from the start. It's just been unfortunate with injuries and major changes, players coming and going. So I think we've got a proper stable team, The only thing we need to probably address is up front sometimes, I think. But the rest of the team seems to be in place. Christian Scott's made a good impact as well. Adam Thompson, I mean, he's actually our second top scorer. He's scored 2 goals, hasn't he, I think? So it's really good. I think what we got to watch, players to watch, is Liam Nash, who's been, I think, about 5th season at Hornchurch. He scored about an average of 25 goals, and he's going to be a threat. Tom Raitt scored the other night against Weymouth. He's good players. They've got a really good team. It's going to be quite exciting, I think, because they're really going to go for it, Hornchurch. But interesting to see Dorking scored 7 and they only scored 1 against us, which was, I was looking at the stats. I was thinking, well, this is pretty good. It wasn't. It was a better result than we actually thought, really.
Yeah, absolutely. If you thought that 1-1 draw at the weekend was impressive, and it was played in, from what I understand, was basically horizontal rain, the fact that 2 days later Dorking went out and put in 7 speaks volumes about that defence that we were talking about, and the stability that Thompson's brought, and the stability in just having those returning back 3 once again, Benjamin, Thompson and Cox, 3 or 4 consecutive games now with those 3, and it is bringing a bit of stability. As he said up front, it's still a bit of a struggle. The goals haven't exactly been flowing in for Town. Ruben Shakpoke's been brought in. He made his debut against Hornchurch 10 days ago. He led the line again against Dorking. Jake Hutchinson came on as substitute for him in 65 minutes at the weekend. Are you surprised at all? Just, what is it, Saturday, we're on Tuesday now, so just a couple of days later, are you surprised that Gavin's gone with an identical 11? He's not mixed it up at all?
Not really. I think in a way he wants to create that sort of cohesion in the team, and he's a bit more, I don't know, I think it's with Lennon Peake, it was another great cross again. He was probably our man of the match last time at Salisbury, and I think we need somebody who's more of somebody who can connect with those crosses, I think. And obviously Sam Young's did a brilliant finish with that. Yeah. But I think with Ruben Shakpoke, I think there's an opportunity there to try him out, give him a little run. And then we also got Jake Hutchinson on the bench, and we got Bruce Beckle-Richards. I think sometimes needs given a bit more time, because he's always got physical presence, which we sometimes lack in the box.
Yeah, that's something you've mentioned before. You're a big fan of Beckles-Richards and that physicality, that presence he's got. And if anything, the early signs of that Shakpoke hasn't really been given that opportunity to get himself in between the sticks, as it were, get himself into the 6-yard box. A lot of his plays so far, from what I've seen of Shakpoke, has been picking up the ball just over halfway, sometimes with his back to goal. He's got a very good touch. He's very technically gifted, but we're yet to see what he's like really in front of goal. He's not really had that string of chances yet, so we'll have to wait and see, I suppose. It's one to keep an eye on tonight. The players are out on the pitch. Town, as ever, resplendent in white shirts, blue shorts, blue socks. Reese Forster clad top to toe in black, and visitors Hornchurch have red and white, very thick stripes on their shirts, red shorts and red socks. And their goalkeeper, Mason Terry, is adorned in luminous green all over. To run through the 2 teams again before kick-off. Hornchurch having goal number 1, Mason Terry, 2, Nathan Bertram Cooper, 5, Harry Gibbs, 6, the captain Ryan Scott, 7, George Saunders, 8, Tom Raitt, 9, Femi Akinwande, 10, Liam Nash, 11, Miles Weston, 16, Manny Harvest, who earlier this year had a couple of months at Enfield Town, and number 18, Henry Hearn. And Town having goal, they're unchanged from Saturday, having goal number 1, Reese Forster, 17, Dylan Adjihursi, 5, Xavier Benjamin, 19, Adam Thompson, 2, Dan Cox, 3, Joe Payne, 16, Christian Scott, 4, Alfie Tuck, 8, Sam Young, 7, Lennon Peake, and 14, Ruben Shakpoke. It's a chilly night for sure. There's no rain about. I don't think it's rained at all today, but it is chilly. It's probably about 3 or 4 degrees, I'd guess. It's not quite freezing, but there's a lot of the puffy jackets and woolly hats about and scarves. The captains, Ryan Scott and Adam Thompson, are shaking hands on halfway while the officials do the necessary admin duties. The referee today is Che Hathaway, And the assistant referees are Daniel Ripton and one Craig Charles. Intrigued to see what he does. With the fourth official, Joseph Gray. Town are defending the Hertfordshire Zoo goal end. They're attacking towards the Jenner Timber end, so on realising that, great masses of the Town faithful make the pilgrimage from the Hertfordshire Zoo end towards the end that Town are attacking, towards that Jenner Timber end. It will be Hornchurch to kick us off and underway. One of their danger men, no doubt, will be Liam Nash. He's tasked with starting proceedings, and away we go. Liam Nash, their top scorer, with 6 league goals this season. As Ryan Shakpoke immediately closes down his defender, and it's gone out of play. It's squirted out of play for a throw to Hornchurch on the right, just over halfway. And it's taken by Miles Weston, a new recruit, made his debut 10 days ago here against Enfield Town. Town have managed to smuggle that danger away, but it's headed straight back at them. And brought down now by Lennon Peake, who looks up the line for Shakpoke, but his attempted pass catches a deflection. It's out of play for a Town throw, which Joe Payne takes quickly, but Shakpoke didn't read that, and it's gone out of play for a goal kick. So our first look at the sides as they settle is a chance to try to work out the formations. Town, of course, have that 3 at the back. We can see Dan Cox, Adam Thompson and Xavier Benjamin are the 3 across the middle, with Payne on the left. As the goal kick comes in, it's hoisted back up the pitch by Cox. Shakpoke can't bring it under control. It's now thrust up the line towards Hearn.
Is there a coach for Western Superman?
Hearn tries to hold it up on the right for Hornchurch, but Joe Payne does well. Appeals for a free kick, it's not coming, and Hornchurch will have a throw instead. Halfway instead, the Enfield Town half on the right, but they made a bit of a mess of that, and Christian Scott has picked it up, and now shimmies, gives it back to Joe Payne, left back. Joe Payne chips it forward towards Young. Youngs does well to head it through to Scott. He's flattened, but play goes on. Manny Harvest brings it away, and Liam Nash, number 10 for Hornchurch. Scott is still writhing on the ground. He's not picked himself up just yet, and the ball's been poked out of play. What did you make of that, John? Was that a foul? The ref just waved it on.
I think it was a bit of a hard challenge, but he did get the ball, and it just collided with Scott, unfortunately. He seems to be up and okay, and we got the ball on the right hand side, about 15 metres along the half.
And Hornchurch, having sportingly put the ball out of play for Christian Scott to pick himself up, Town have reciprocated by sportingly throwing a ball straight back to Mason Terry. Mason Terry, on loan from West Ham, an FA Youth Cup winner with West Ham against Arsenal, I believe, in 2023. The 20-year-old Mason Terriers. Hornchurch pick up the ball just outside the Town area from the goal kick. It's drifted back here to Harvest. He swings it into the area. Benjamin gets ahead on it. Scott helps it on. And Town will look to bring it forward with Peake, and he's managed to release Shakpoke on the left. Shakpoke with a burst of pace, and he's got past his man, but the ball dribbles through to the goalkeeper, who takes no chances and shoves it straight up the pitch to the centre circle, where Akinwande, back to goal, holds it up and gives it back to Scott in defence. It's played forward, looking again for Akinwande, firing up the right flank, but Benjamin takes no chances, puts it out of play, and Hornchurch have a throw in a pretty dangerous position there. On the left, level with the edge of the Town area. Good atmosphere. There's noise from both ends. Hornchurch have brought a good contingent as they fire across into the area, and Forster is able to gather. It was first time the ball's really been played into the area, but no alarms there. Forster was onto it straight away. As I say, good atmosphere. Hornchurch have brought a decent contingent for a cold Tuesday night, as Forster plays out from his hands up towards halfway, but Nash, the string puller in chief for Hornchurch, he can pick it up, and it's now played forward towards the right, and Miles Weston, but Payne does well to just see that out of play. 4 minutes in, John, what are your first initial thoughts?
Yeah, it's going to be a tussle. No clear-cut chances or any real threats, but Shaq Poke had a bit of pace there when we were through, so that was interesting to see. So I suppose we'll get a chance to assess him today properly, a home match, and see how it goes. But the back were, stable, but hopefully have a big kisser's death.
There's a bit of competition on the near touchline. The ball's gone out of play. Last touch came off Christian Scott, so it will be a throw to Hornchurch, just about halfway inside the town half. And Miles Weston, on loan from Bromley, he'll take it. This is third appearance for Hornchurch. Short 1-2 with Nash, but Town have won it back, done well. Scott holding off Weston. Orby's given it away. Here's a chance for Nash, and the early shot goes wide. Well, Scott, He's got that upper body strength, and he's certainly got the confidence to hold on to the ball, but just outside his own area there, rather than get rid of it, he held on to it and gave it away to Nash, who didn't need to be asked twice to get a shot in. Slightly dangerous play there from Town.
Yeah, it's a bit of a... he should have really passed it, released it earlier. Also on the other side, Femi Akinwande is always a threat as well. If you get a rebound as well, I think he spent about 2 seasons at Colchester United. He's a decent player as well. So you just can't afford to make any mistakes with a team like this, because potentially going forward they're kind of lethal.
5 minutes in, it's still Town 0, Hornchurch 0. Town in possession. The ball's played up to Christian Scott on halfway. He's being harassed by Manny Harvest, but he's trying to take him on. It's a good battle between those two. Harvest just about got the last foot, but Town have possession. And Leonard, I think, was just shrugged off the ball there. It's now played high up the pitch, and Forster's come racing out of his area, as is his wont, took it on his chest, and then fired it straight back up the line before Akinwande could get to him. Hornchurch now tried to clear the ball up the line themselves. Scott brings it back onto the floor around halfway. Shaq Poke does well, back to goal, but then he's lost out, took one touch too many, and the ball is now fed up the right, and Weston is surging for Hornchurch, hugging the right touchline, now cutting inside onto his left foot, curls the ball low into the area, but it's cleared by the first man, who was Cox, and it's gone all the way out of play for a throw just down by the dugouts. So it's a throw on the right for Hornchurch, about 15 yards inside the Town half. Weston has taken it and now chips it in towards the area for Akinwande, but Benjamin's equal to the challenge, and Cox tries to clear. Tuck eventually completes the clearance over halfway, and the ball's not gone out of play. So Bertram Cooper, who's been brought into the team today, on the right side of the Hornchurch back three, he cleans up, gives it to Mason Terry. Hornchurch look to be deploying a back three by the look of it today. Here's Ryan Scott, left-sided of their back three, feeding it up the line to Saunders. Saunders, left winger, looks to get a cross in, but good defending there by Aji Hersey. Aji Hersey, who made the Vanarama National League South Team of the Week at the weekend for his efforts in the horizontal rain against Dorking on Saturday. As Town tried to clear the ball, and free kick is conceded by Shaq Poke. About 15-20 yards inside the Town half, slightly on the left. What was your opinion on that one, John?
Yeah, it was definitely a free kick. But they're kind of threat, because like you said, they're playing three at the back, who've gone using the wing backs as well to attack, and they seem to be very pacey on the wings as well. Interesting, Saunders replacing Scannell. I think he got injured against Weymouth, I believe. So, but he's a pacey winger as well. So interesting.
In comes the free kick deep towards the back post and just beyond Scott, and it's gone all the way out of play for a goal kick. Ryan Scott, the Hornchurch captain, got 10 goals last season, was Supporters Player of the Year for Hornchurch, so definitely a threat going forward from set pieces. Ball's just being retrieved by Reece Forster, and he takes the goal kick short to Adam Thompson, his captain. Thompson plays it forward to Sam Young as his nice little pirouette, doesn't mess around, gives it early to Scott early to Payne chips it back up the line towards Scott, who went down and half-hearted appeals for a foul, but nothing doing there, and Scott's picked himself up, one possession back, gives it to Tuck, back to Cox, the two Wales under-19 internationals combining there for Town. Now it's with Adam Thompson bringing it forward. He's under pressure, he's gone down and he's won a free kick, which will be a relief to Town. So it was a dangerous little gambit as he went on there. Sam Youngs gives it back to Tuck, trying to thread one through there for Shaq Poke. Nice idea, but not the best execution. And Hornchurch have played the ball wide right now to Hearn. Goal scorer against Town 10 days ago in the FA Trophy. And Hearn is well marshalled there by Dan Cox. Throw's gone, slightly surprisingly, to Hornchurch. About 20 yards from goal on their right as they attack. Miles Weston will take it, and 3 Hornchurch players have trotted off into the penalty area. Not much of a run-up from Weston. He takes it to the edge of the penalty area in Hearn, but Town get a foot in it. Not the best clearance from Tuck. It's come back out to Nash, and now Saunders on the left. Saunders step over, tried to get the cross in, but the ball's gone out of play, and that will be the first corner of the evening. 10 minutes in, it's Town 0, Hornchurch 0, but Hornchurch have won a corner, taken over on the left, I think by Tom Raitt on the far side. Hornchurch have one man right on top of Reece Forster, that's Zach in one day, and then another 3 or 4 bunched by the penalty area as the corner is towards the penalty area. It's gone all the way out to the edge of the area. Here's Nash, and he sprays it all the way back out to the corner taker. It was Raitt crossed into the area. Forster gets a fist on it. It's a good one, but it's still with Hornchurch, right hand corner of the area. Here's Manny Harvest, beats Scott. Harvest still going into the area on the right. Cross comes in and it's deflected, and it's into the back of the net. And Hornchurch have taken the lead. Harvest broke down the right, crossed into the area, it caused deflection. It's gone in, and after 11 minutes, it's Enfield Town 0, Hornchurch 1.
Yeah, it was a bit poor defending, really. I guess Scott really let him in, and he had a shot, fortuitous deflection, and it just deflected in, basically.
Came off a Town man last, we think.
Yeah, but we don't know who it came off.
It was Harvest delivered the cross. Harvest beat Christian Scott a little too easily, perhaps, on the right corner of the area. It didn't take much, just a little sort of dip of the shoulder, and he was straight through. Harvest then burst into the area on the right, crossed into the area. I think it deflected off a Town player, possibly, from close range. And Hornchurch are ahead, and they're on the front foot again. Henry Hearn finding Harvest, who may well turn out to be the goal scorer. Certainly it was his earnest endeavours on the right that created the goal. It deflected off a body, and Forster, there was not much he could do. The ball's trickled out of play for a goal kick to Town here. Not much Forster could do about that. Fault was more with the defence, would you say?
Yeah, I can't blame Forster for that. It was it's a powerful shot, took a wicked deflection. Like you said, I think he dipped his shoulder and left Scott stranded there. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's the pace. He had pace. I think Scott may lack a little bit of pace, but it's just showed a bit of unawareness of his pace and what to do and how to position himself there. But he's a young lad learning, but then we can't afford mistakes to give away free shots, really, even though it was a fortunate rebound, the deflection that went in.
Well, Hornchurch were appealing for a free kick there, but it was just 2 men going to ground, and possession is with Adam Thompson at the back for Town. It's been drawn to my attention that Dylan Adjihursi is not playing. Mickey Parcell is in the 11 on the far side, I'm pretty sure. Not too sure why that is. Adjihursi was named in the starting lineup not even an hour before kickoff, but he's not taking his place. Adjihursi's in the team. Adjihursi's out the team. Parcell's in at right wing back.
Good spot.
Adjihursi, I can't take the credit for that one. There's a comment that came in the commentary, so thank you for the excitingly named Rain God for that one. Parcell's in the team. I did recall Adjihursi holding his hamstring after the Hornchurch game 10 days ago, so maybe it was a recurrence of that. Hornchurch on the attack again, on the right again. Henry Hearn. Good tackle there this time from Christian Scott, atoning for his earlier error. which led to the goal. Good sliding tackle from Scott. Header more up than out there from Hornchurch's Scott. And then Town's Scott goes to ground. Play is just waved casually on. And here's Harry Gibbs. And now Bertram Cooper for Hornchurch. Played forward towards Akinwande. It's going to come to Hearn. And he's released Akinwande. Flag stays down. Akinwande on the right. Crosses into the area. Benjamin gets it clear. Danger's still not over though. Scott now hooks it high into the night air and up towards halfway. Dangerous little burst there from Hornchurch. But since his mistake for the goal, Christian Scott's actually done pretty well defensively, hasn't he?
Yeah, that was a great tackle actually. Don't think it's just maybe positional sense sometimes, or release the ball a bit earlier, but he's still a great asset to the team.
As Saunders flings a ball into the area, it's headed clear by Town. It will come out to Youngs, but he can't hold it up. Now Hornchurch, some neat footwork, trying to work a position again, but Alfie Tuck gets the head on it. It's slightly scrappy in that middle third, and Tom Raitt chips the ball forward on the left. Arms go up from Town, appealing for offside, but John Saunders is onside. Cross comes in towards the area. Good interception from Cox. Had to be. Now Scott can hold it up, but again he's given it away outside the edge of his own area. Now it's wide to Weston on the right. Weston crosses into the area. Half-hearted appeals for handball. Play goes on. Weston again, second cross, and the header is in. Right. And Hornchurch score again. It was a beautiful delivery from Miles Weston on the left, and Liam Nash arrived with the header. And after 15 minutes, it's already Enfield Town 0, Hornchurch 2.
Scored by number 10, Liam Nash.
Yeah, it was a great cross. Nash finished it, but again he was left free in the area. I think defence has to track back and make sure when they're making a run to block it or intercept it. But it was kind of a free header, but it was a great cross nevertheless.
And Town, having come into this game with such high hopes, with that improved defence, after now 16 minutes, are already well up against it. It's Town 0, Hornchurch 2. And Town, they've barely been into the Hornchurch half, have they? Hornchurch in possession again. Up they go, up the right again. And Thompson comes across, pops it out of play, but it's still Hornchurch on the front foot. Throw to Hornchurch just inside the Town half on the right. Nash. And now Scott, the Hornchurch Scott, now with Harry Gibbs, left-sided centre-back for Hornchurch, playing it forward. Looks like a substitution is being readied by Enfield Town as well. It's not raining, it's pouring over here for Town. Hornchurch, plays continuing. Hornchurch have lobbed the ball into the area, but that's over everyone's head. Payne hooks the ball clear up the line, and it's tracked by Bertram Cooper. He's shrugged off Shaq Poke. Now he looks to chip the ball forward. Scott closes him down. Payne looks for the rebound, and Town have a throw. Are they going to make the substitution just yet, or are they going to pause a little longer? Substitution incoming then. And Billy Leonard's coming on already after just 17 minutes.
Taking off
Coming on
Christian Scott.
Christian Scott.
Well,
Not maybe.
that's interesting. It's Leonard on, Christian Scott off after just 17 minutes. Wasn't obviously limping or anything. Was that tactical, do you think?
It seemed tactical, to put it politely, because he wasn't very happy about it when he came off, banging the side of the the dugout there. So yeah, I mean, it's I wouldn't. I think hopefully he hasn't picked him as a scapegoat, because look, we all made mistakes. It wasn't just him making a mistake in defence; they all make mistakes occasionally, and yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, really. But Billy Leonard's, he's our second top scorer with 2 goals. But it's a bit of a surprise to this early. Hopefully he won't take it personal, Christian Scott, because he's a really good lad. I think he's a great player. And somebody can pass the ball around, which we actually need in midfield. So a bit of a surprise with that.
So Town have made an early change, and now the cross is played in by Hornchurch into the area, and Payne has to take no chances. He wasn't under huge pressure, and he just nodded the ball out of play for a corner. It's Hornchurch's second corner of the game. There's a possibility that Adji Hersey, hot off the press, Adji Hersey might have been withdrawn from the team because of a hamstring injury, which would make sense because, as I said, 10 days ago he did come off early clutching his hamstring. Meantime, Hornchurch have a corner. They've 2-goal leads. They have their second corner. It's going to be taken this time from the right. Hornchurch have loaded the 6-yard box this time as corner is swung in towards the penalty spot. Benjamin gets up first. It's up to the edge of the area. Weston gives it back, receives it again. Miles Weston looks to take on his man into the area, manages to squeeze in the shot, but it's very weak and it's straight at Reece Forster. Tried to take on Alfie Tuck there, and Tuck did well to stay with him. And we just got confirmation from Dylan Adji Hersey that it was indeed a hamstring soreness that removed him from the starting lineup. So Parcells into the starting lineup only 5 minutes before kickoff.
5 minutes before kickoff.
And since then, Town have conceded 2 and made a tactical substitution, taking off 19-year-old Christian Scott, bringing on the more attack-minded Billy Leonard in what must have been a tactical switch, an attempt to get more onto the front foot. As yet, I mean, it was certainly a bold decision, but as yet it hasn't made a great deal of difference. It's still, the game is still being played exclusively in the Town half. Town at least are in possession here. Here is Billy Leonard, the substitute. He's found Youngs on the turn, facing the right way at least. Looks to play the ball up the line, but that's aimless, and it's going to drift straight through to Mason Terry. So, 20 minutes gone. Town 0, slightly shell-shocked Town 0, Hornchurch 2. What are your thoughts so far on everything you've seen? The 2 goals, substitution, all sorts.
Yeah, a lot of drama, but sadly not anything positive to say about Enfield Town, really. It's been all Hornchurch, and the only team that looks like it's scoring a potential next goal is Hornchurch again. We've really, Enfield have got to really step up here and impose on the game, otherwise they're going to run away from them, the game that's going to run away from them.
Saunders on the left, drills a really threatening cross in. It's more of a shot than a cross, and Forster had to do well to keep an eye on that and gather it in. Forster now bowls it out to Benjamin. So it's Town in possession at least. Can they build over halfway? It's Adam Thompson. It's sideways to Cox, back to Thompson. Tuck and Youngs are the closest midfielders. Now the ball is played forward, looking for Peake. Finally some employment for the Hornchurch defenders as Payne dribbles infield and is brought down. Calls from the Town faithful for a yellow card. It's not going to be that, I don't think, but Payne went on a little rampaging run halfway inside the Hornchurch half. He was brought down. Good enterprising run that from Joe Payne, infield.
To be honest, Michael, it's the only run we've done, I think, in the whole game. It was the only slight threat that we've had. It was a bad challenge, but probably 50-50 it's a yellow or not. But it's good, at least we're pushing forward and we're in their half.
And it's a free kick in a pretty dangerous position. It's about 20 yards inside the Hornchurch half, pretty central, slightly to the left. Peaks over it, and Town have flung 3 or 4 men forward and to the right of the area, the edge of the area, to await the delivery. The big men are up from the back as Lennon Peake steps up. Good free kick. It's a Town head on it, but it's drifted just wide, harmlessly enough for a goal kick. And halfway through the first half, it remains Town 0, Hornchurch 2. But Town have at least had what you might just about generously call a shot on goal. It wasn't the most powerful header, but it was something.
Yes, but the only does it even actually count? I suppose statistically it counts as a shot, but yeah, it was very weak and easily caught by the goalkeeper.
Goal kick's been taken. There's a bit of a battle on halfway. The ball's lofted into the air as a Hornchurch player Hearn tried his best to back into Cox, who just let him keep backing and fall over, and the ball's gone out to play for a Town throw just outside their own area on the left, which Joe Payne will take. So Hornchurch fans making a noise at the moment. Well, they might 23 minutes in, because they lead at Town by 2-0. An own goal and a goal from Liam Nash. But Town on the attack now. Xavier Benjamin springing forward. Here's Billy Leonard. Back to goal. Lays it back. Here's Tuck. Slightly played a bit too short, and Hornchurch can bring it away over halfway. And here's Hearn on the attack for them on the right. He's got Akinwande in the centre. Hearn's not going to need him. He's going to take him on his own into the area down by the byline, and Cox slid in to block the attempted cross, but a corner has been given. It's Hornchurch's third of the game, and what had been a promising Town attack had been turned into a Hornchurch corner. They've taken it quickly and short. It's come out here to Weston, who tries to dink it into the area, but that's too low and easy for Town to clear, and it's gone up towards halfway. It'll be George Saunders to lob it back in towards the area, but Cox steps forward, heads it, and now Weston will pick it up on the right for Hornchurch, taking on Thompson for pace, going towards the byline, chipping the ball into the area, and it's shoved onto the crossbar by Forster. The header from close range came from Bertram Cooper after great work on the right by Weston. Weston scores all sorts of problems. He's had 2 assists, and then that cross from the right when he took on Thompson, beat him for pace, got to the byline, pulled it back. Bertram Cooper flicked a header which Forster was only just able to palm onto the crossbar.
Yeah, Weston's been the definite standout player of the match so far, and especially for Hornchurch, and they've got another corner. Yeah, we're going to lose track of corners at this rate. It's definitely one-way traffic, and I hate to say they're at a level above us at the stage of the game, but hopefully things can turn around.
So it's a 4th corner for Hornchurch, this one from the left. 5 men in the air, 6 men in the air. A corner comes into the edge of the 6-yard box. It's a Hornchurch heading it first. They try to keep it in play, but it's hacked away, and it's been ruled that it was still in play. It's been hacked over halfway, and it's gone all the way back to Mason Terry in the Hornchurch goal. He finds Manny Harvest. Harvest springs forward over halfway,
Of course.
plays infield to the ever-available Nash. Hornchurch now happy enough to build from the back. The number 10, Liam Nash, does a good job of just pulling strings in there. He's always available, Nash, the number 10. He's occupying a position. He's wearing number 10. He's basically occupying that number 10 position. It's like the attack in midfield. Town looking to bring the ball forward on the right, but Hornchurch have cut it out, and it's loose and halfway. 26 minutes gone. Town 0, Hornchurch 2. Town in possession on the far side, the right, and they've won a throw, which Mickey Parcell will take. Parcell, very late inclusion. Dylan Adji-Hersey pulling out of the starting lineup just 5 minutes before kick-off. Parcell's come in, and since then Hornchurch have scored twice. There's a little nutmegs affected there on the far side by Parcell. He'll enjoy that. Lennon Peake now bringing the ball over halfway. He's got a lot of Town players ahead of him. One of them is Cox. He's held up. He's forced to go backwards to Thompson. Had to get his touch right there. He's the last man. Cox now feeding the ball forward to Peake on the left. Now Joe Payne. Neat ball infield by him. Here's Billy Leonard. Gives it to Tuck. Lining up a shot. Gives it wide instead to Sam Youngs. Youngs now edge of the area. Shoots just over the bar. Over the bar, but a good spell of possession there. Good, patient build-up, short passes, culminating in Young shooting over the bar from 20 yards.
Yeah, we kind of the first little bit of pattern of play Enfield have produced, really. A few good passes. It just shows just getting the ball on the ground, a few passes, and they're quite vulnerable at the back. But we've got to persist trying to find these gaps, especially got 3 at the back on the counter. But we're just, up to now, we've been too predictable. But to be fair, they played really well, and exploiting our weakness, especially on our left side, their right side attacking, seems to be the threat there. And it's going to, with Harvest and Weston linking up really well.
Hornchurch have finally taken their goal kick, and Thompson very coolly there allows the ball to roll off his back to Reece Forster. And now it's fed forward for Benjamin, who's bringing it over halfway for Town on the right. Benjamin, and now it's with Tuck for Town, just over halfway. Town building slowly on the right. Little burst of pace here. And attempt by Mickey Parcell to shove the ball forward, but now Hornchurch looking to counter-attack. Good mopping up there at the back. Thompson and Cox between them. Sam Youngs, support from Parcell on the far side. Xavier Benjamin now for Town. Benjamin looks up. It's for Shaq Poke. He's been pretty anonymous so far. Has barely had a touch. That's with Parcell again. Back to Thompson. More possession for Town. The balance of play in the last couple of minutes has at least swung a little bit towards Enfield Town in terms of possession. They've had the bulk of the ball in the last minute or two. Slim pickings, but when you're 2-0 down at home after half an hour, you've got to take what you can. Hornchurch have, however, regained possession. Akinwande going all the way back to his goalkeeper. What have you made so far of Shaq Poke in attack for Town?
To be fair, he hasn't really had a touch. He's had a couple of touches and it's been passing back, I suppose, because we haven't gone forward that often. So it's hard to judge really at this stage, but hopefully he'll get more of the ball and we'll see what he's capable of. He's definitely got a little bit of pace about him, so hopefully he'll get the ball to his feet and push forward.
As Benjamin plays the ball forward, looking forward, the aforementioned Shaq Poke on the right, but that's just going to be shepherded out of play for a goal kick. It was a bit of a hospital pass I sold you there, John, to be honest, asking you what you thought of Shaq Poke. He's not had any service yet. When he has received the ball, it's been with back to goal and a good 40 or 50 yards from goal. But would you say in the last 3 or 4 minutes Town have at least had a bit more of possession?
Yes, the only time we've actually kind of held our own, I guess. And hopefully Shaq Poke will emulate the number 14 Thierry Henry shirt number, or Cruyff, or whatever you want to call. It can only get better.
Shaq Poke just about got ahead on that, but it's going to come back towards the Town defence. Ball bounces off Hearn. Thompson lofts it forward towards Sam Youngs under pressure there from Rate. But Youngs does well to find Benjamin. He finds Parcell out on the right, still inside their own half Town. Now Benjamin will chip the ball forward towards halfway. Shaq Poke controls back to goal. It's forced backwards, gives it to Thompson deep inside his own half. Thompson goes wide to Cox. Cox, Wales under-19 captain, brings it forward and wins a free kick. Bang on halfway. Brought down there by Henry Hearn. Free kick's taken quickly by Town, and it's Alfie Tuck giving it to Thompson, who's forward looking for Billy Leonard. Leonard an early substitute for Town. Gavin McPherson rolling the dice very early after only 17 minutes, taking off the defence-minded Christian Scott, bringing on the more attack-minded Billy Leonard. It's a neat little touch there from Tuck, sets free Sam Youngs. He can drive towards the Hornchurch goal. Peak feeds it out wide to Joe Payne, looking to get into the area on the left, drills in a low cross, but it's cleared at the near post by Hornchurch. Better though from Town, they pick up the scraps as well. Here's Lennon Peak on the left, lovely little step over, chips the ball into the area, and it's just beyond the onrushing Leonard, the onrushing Youngs, and straight through to Mason Terry. But more encouraging stuff from Town.
Yes, definitely. Last 5 minutes, actually what we're normally capable of doing, and interesting again, a dangerous sort of cross by Lennon Peak there, but just failed to get on the end of it. So let's hopefully keep this up and keep a little bit of pressure on at least.
It's a dangerous score if you want to pick out the positives. 2-0. If the side trailing 2-0 gets the next goal, they do tend to get a bit of momentum. Can be a dangerous score if the team leading 2-0 can not quite know whether to stick or twist, and Hornchurch do seem to have taken their foot off the accelerator a little in these last 5 minutes. The ball is played forward long towards Billy Leonard. Goalkeeper is forced to come out to the edge of his area and head the ball, and Hornchurch can scramble it clear, but they looked a little vulnerable there to the long ball over the top and the pace of Billy Leonard, and maybe that's why Gavin McPherson brought him on so early. Leonard again trying to manufacture something, but Hornchurch have cleared. However, Adam Thompson's got that one under control, and he gives it back to Reece Forster, who always far happier outside his penalty area than in. Forster comes out and gives it to Tuck, who tries to spray a forward ball. It's gone out of play on the left, slightly overhit, but slightly more encouraging from Town in the last few minutes. It's Enfield Town 0, Hornchurch 2. Hornchurch goals, an own goal early on, the first 10 minutes or so, and then Liam Nash after 15 minutes. Both goals created by the very recent recruit for Hornchurch, Miles Weston. only been at the club 10 days. And Hornchurch have also hit the crossbar through Bertram Cooper via the palms of Rhys Forster. Town in possession inside their own half. Xavier Benjamin bring the ball forward. He seems to like doing that. He's a ball-playing defender, Benjamin. He's come out to Parcell on the right. Now Tuck. On halfway, it's Adam Thompson, the captain. Gives it out left. Here's Cox. Cox finds Joe Payne deep inside Hornchurch territory. Payne looks up, swings across into the area. It's cut out at the near post. Only as far as Cox tries to flick it through to Peake. Town still in possession, however. It's poked through to Peake on the left. Lennon Peake looks to set himself for the cross. In comes the cross, and it's cleared again out of near post. The crosses haven't been the best. They've all been blocked at the near post, but Town are putting crosses into the area.
Yeah, we actually stepped up, which is the last, nearly 10 minutes. So I think it's either that or Hornchurch took the foot off the pedal, but we actually made them take the foot off the pedal in some ways. So it's interesting to see exerting a bit of pressure. Hopefully something will break for us and get that, elusive one goal, which is a dangerous scoreline, as you said.
Town throw came to nothing there on the left. Hornchurch have tried to hack it clear, but the ball's still in play. Tuck with a cushioned header, and then he's absolutely outmuscled by Akinwande. However, Sam Youngs has brought the ball back down beautifully. Now Town trying to build on the left. Peake, Youngs forced back towards his own goal. Youngs does well to find Xavier Benjamin. He's inside Hornchurch territory, shoots from range ill-advisedly. I think it's fair to say he was about 40 yards out there on his right foot. Eyes lit up a bit. 10 minutes to go. It's still Town 0, Hornchurch 0. Not the best effort from Benjamin, but he has looked enterprising going forward.
He does. He was very optimistic there. If he's that optimistic, he can choose my lottery numbers, put it that way. At least he's having a shot. You never know. He could get a rebound if he connect. Credit where it's due. I dare I say we've improved anyway. I don't want to jinx anything by saying anything else about our defence.
Goal kick's been taken, and there's a bit of a battle on halfway. As Weston wins a throw. I say he wins a throw. I actually can't see because the ball's gone out to play by the dugout in front of us, and the condensation has completely covered the entirety of the dugout. However, the ball's back in play. Akinwande on the right has it for Hornchurch outside the Town area. Akinwande, he's got support here from Weston. Uses him. Neat 1-2. Akinwande's into the penalty area. He's gone down. Nothing given. Akinwande went down very easily. What did you think of that one, John?
Really, he shouldn't have gone down because he probably would have been through, but I think he tried to gain a penalty there, and karma. He didn't get it in the end.
Yeah, it was a neat 1-2 between Akinwande and Weston. Akinwande was through on goal in the penalty area as Town played the ball forward. It's Shaq Poke, brought it down beautifully. Can he finish it? Oh, the goalkeeper comes out. Mason Terry comes out and gathers. It was a long ball over the top from the right. Shaq Poke got behind the defence. He was in on goal. His first touch was good, but then his momentum took him away from the ball. He couldn't quite bring the ball with him, and Mason Terry, the goalkeeper, came out and grabbed.
Oh, that was a great chance, really, and he just couldn't get that second touch. The momentum took him away from that second touch. That was probably our best chance, really.
Things have livened considerably in the last couple of minutes, with Hornchurch having a penalty shout and Town having their first decent chance. Hornchurch on the attack, but Cox has done well to mop that up. He's found Joe Payne under pressure though, facing his own goal, only 20 yards from his own goal. That's a lovely play between Payne and Cox, but Cox has been run off the ball and Tuck has had to clean up. Alfie Tuck calms things down, feeds Xavier Benjamin. He's got Parcell, Sam Youngs. Nice 1-2 between those two. Parcell looks to find Lennon Peake in on goal on the left. Yeah! Peake scores! That's a beautiful goal for Town. Lennon Peake. 38 minutes gone. Mickey Parcell played the 1-2 with Youngs. Cut and field, kept going. Didn't stop and admire his work. Kept running. Then played a ball, diagonal ball, right to left. It scythed open the Hornchurch defence. Peake was in on the left-hand side of the area, about 10-12 yards from goal. Didn't mess around, slammed it left-footed. It's Enfield Town 1, Hornchurch 2.
That was a great run by Mickey Parcell. Powerful run. great piercing through ball to Lennon Peake, who buried it right. Great finish there, great teamwork, and it's made a good replacement for Aji Hersey, really playing as a wing back. Mickey Marcel, always a pro, and it's great experience there and initiative.
So 6 minutes before the break, the tables have turned ever so slightly. Hornchurch now woken from their slumbers. Here's Harvest from range. The shot is deflected off Cox. Hornchurch still on the attack though. This is Nash on the far side, the left, swinging across into the areas, headed all the way through, and Payne, safety first, just hacks it clear for corner for Hornchurch. It will be their 5th off the game. And that spell of possession, gradual spell of possession that Town had for a good 10 or 12 minutes, bore fruit in the end. Hornchurch really did take their foot off the accelerator, allowed Town back into the game, and after a couple of speculative efforts, Town finally made it pay. And it's now Enfield Town 1, Hornchurch 2, 5 minutes before the break. But Hornchurch have a corner on this right-hand side. It will be Tom Raitt to take. Raises his right arm, swings it towards the back post. Hornchurch head on it is wide. They appeal in vain, and it will be a goal kick to Town. Town would have really wanted that. 2-0 would have been a horrible scoreline at half time, but 2-1, having got themselves back into the game, that's a real bonus for Town. They'll want to keep it to at least 2-1, if not grab the equaliser. They certainly want to go back into a 2-goal deficit. They've taken the goal kick short and they're just playing it back and forth inside their own area. Now Dan Cox on the right turns inside his man, now feeds Tuck, and Tuck very calmly burst over halfway and then play it sideways to Youngs, and Youngs can now bring it forward. He's got a bit of space in front of him. Youngs puts his foot in the ball, goes back to Benjamin. Benjamin doesn't need a second invitation, looks to play it forward, no one on his wavelength, and it's passed straight through to Mason Terry. Intriguing game now at 2-1.
Yeah, we said it would be a tussle, a bit of a thriller, but it's turning out to be like that, and it just shows with the quick passing what Enfield or the Town can achieve, really. And it's been a neat interplay, and quick passing has made a difference and stepped up.
However, it's Hornchurch on the attack now. Bit of head tennis. Thompson gets his head on it. Tuck loops the ball up towards halfway, where Billy Leonard gets his head onto it, but it will pass harmlessly enough for Hornchurch to build from the back. It's played forward, flick there from Harvest. Tough challenge from Peake, and he's done well. Cox trying to force the ball through. Peake again. He's trying to force the ball through. Billy Leonard on the charge. The goalkeeper has to come out of his area to clear that. Well controlled by Benjamin on halfway line from the clearance. Here's Parcell defying his 28 years, and here's Sam Youngs from distance on the right. Thought about a shot now, a couple of step overs, still on the right. Pokes it forward. This is Leonard outside the area on the right. Spreads it to Lennon Peake, the goal scorer, shoots from range. Straight at the goalkeeper, who fumbled it slightly. Peake's got the bit between his teeth though. Town have the bit between his teeth. 3 minutes till half time. It's Town 1, Hornchurch 2.
Yeah, it's definitely putting in, creating more chances now, putting the pressure on. I just hope we just keep our concentration at the back while we push forward, because the last thing you want to do is concede before half time. But it's looking lively, much improved.
Hornchurch on the attack, however. Hearn on the right, flicks it infield to Weston, the dangerous Weston. He's been quiet the last 10, but here he's on the ball, sweeps left foot across deep into the area, but that's too deep. In a way, that sums up how Hornchurch's game has gone in the last 10 minutes or so, and they finally try to get back into an attacking sense. They overhit the cross, and the ball's gone out of play. What an intriguing half of football we've had. It's been absolute non-stop drama from before kick-off. 5 minutes before kick-off, Aji Hersey was withdrawn from the starting lineup to be replaced by Parcell. Parcell made quite the impact, but not before Hornchurch had scored twice, once through an own goal, once from Liam Nash. They also hit the crossbar. Since then, Leonard Peake has pulled one back for Town. Town have also made a substitution after just 17 minutes. Scott being replaced by Billy Leonard. And the upshot of all of it is 2-1 to Hornchurch with 3 minutes to go, and a throw to Enfield Town in the left-back position, halfway inside their own half. Cox takes it to Rhys Forster. Unchallenged, he dribbles forward, moves it to Thompson. Now Alfie Tuck. Tuck has got a man behind him, and he's actually shrugged off the ball by that man. And Hornchurch on the attack. It's Nash from distance, shoots, and it's gone wide. Left-footed shot from Nash after the giveaway by Tuck, whose early goal kick's been taken to him, and he's inside his own area. Cruyff turning there, but he's found Youngs. Youngs looking to feed Billy Leonard up the line. Leonard is not going to get there first, and it's Gibbs for Hornchurch, who does really well to shake off Leonard, and then not just that, but finds his man Saunders up the line. Ball's now looped forward. Scott takes care of it. Alfie Tuck heads it on up towards halfway, and Hornchurch play continues. Hornchurch in possession. This is Saunders on the left. Cuts Enfield, dinks the ball in towards the area, but Benjamin gets up, and it's Hornchurch's 6th corner off the game. The last minute of the 45, but 2 minutes I think are being signalled. Hornchurch with a corner from the left.
As indicated, 2 more minutes to play.
2 minutes to go then. Little moment of concern here for Town as Hornchurch prepare a corner from the left. One man on the goalkeeper, Zach and One Day. 5 more by the penalty spot. In comes the corner. Deep. Headed back in towards the area. Chance for a shot. Town scramble clear towards halfway. Second shot comes in. It's deflected. Still in the area. Still loose. But Forster is able to gather. Little moment of panic. A bit of pinball around the edge of the area there. And Town are able to gather the ball. And it's now played along the back line. Xavier Benjamin can give it to Dan Cox. A little bit of danger there for Town from the corner. Didn't quite clear their lines, and it pinballed around a bit.
Yeah, my heart missed a beat. I think it was panic stations, but you just don't know with a rebound how it could fall, you know. And as long as we don't make mistakes, that's what let them in. And keep pushing, passing. We've got a damn good chance really to do well here. And but it's going to be really probably this will be a thrilling second half because whatever happens, somebody's going to score. I guarantee you that in the second half.
Cox in a really enterprising run here from his own half over towards the edge of the area. It's going to fall to Sam Youngs from range. Youngs, it's heavy touch though. He's thinking about a shot. Heavy touch, and Hornchurch can bring it clear on the left. They've run it out of play for a throw to Town. 30 seconds left off added time, so Town will just about have time to take this. Cox there with a really good run, bursting from inside his own half, deep into Hornchurch territory. The ball squirted out wide to Youngs, and he just took too heavy a touch. So Town take the throw from the right. Leonard with a neat turn, looking infield, pirouetting. 1-2 Shakpoke. That's Parcell. Town building patiently on the right. Can't find a way through then. It's come all the way back to Benjamin inside his own half. And there goes the half-time whistle with the score at Enfield Town 1, Hornchurch 2. Hornchurch having gone 2 up through an own goal and then Liam Nash within 15 minutes. Lennon Peake pulled one back about 7 minutes before half-time. Town had made a couple of adjustments to their lineup, with Adji Hersey pulling out of the lineup 5 minutes before kick-off to be replaced by Mickey Parcell, and then Christian Scott being withdrawn just 17 minutes into the game, tactically, to be replaced by Billy Leonard. For the first 30 minutes it was all Hornchurch. For the last 15 minutes Town have pushed their way back into the game. Your final thoughts at half-time, John?
Yeah, I think you kind of summed it up in a way. It was the first. They probably deserved the edge 2-1 ahead, the stay 2-1 ahead, because the first 30 minutes it was all Hornchurch. Last 15 minutes it's been Enfield, so we're on the up and could have. Yeah, there's good opportunities. We're creating a lot more in the last 15 minutes, and we look at threats and we actually got going, as long as we can avoid making any basic errors. But the first goal, okay, was from a mistake, but it was very fortunate deflection. Second one was a peach of a cross really as well, so you got to give credit where it's due, but we're still in it.
Indeed. Town 1, Hornchurch 2. We'll go silent. The microphone will stay on, so you'll hear some murmuring in the background. But rejoin us in about 14 minutes, I'd say. So just before 8:50, just before 10 to 9, for the resumption of play for the second half. We'll leave you until then with the half-time score of Enfield Town 1, Hornchurch 2. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed that. It was intriguing first half. I thought they were going to hammer us by the half-hour mark. It looked like they were all over us.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like one of those, like another Maidstone or something.
The thing is, though, you'd imagine at half-time their manager might have a few words with them.
Yeah, why did you let us back in? We created it, and they created theirs, to be fair. They deserve the 2-1 overall, but it looks so dangerous.
Start the first 10 minutes of the second half, you need to not concede.
Yeah, no one's giving them 2 goals. They were slated it.
And then straight to the goal. Should have been 2-1. Yeah, exactly. Got that nice 12:30.
That's what he was a fault. The clatter on it. The deflection, bloody hell. Yeah, but you can't odds against that deflection. He shouldn't have got that. No, he should not. Yeah, but we'll have come back.
There's chances in there as well. Like, you've got a bit of pace behind you.
Go on, Michael.
All right, how's it
How you
going?
doing? You okay? Hiya, how you doing? You alright? Well, the good news is Arsenal 2 up.
Yeah, that was really good. That's the good news.
Did I get any worse?
It was popping up on my finger.
Well, that goal's given us a bit of hope, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought saying first half hour is all Hornchurch.
Oh, it was all.
I just thought it was going to be like a slow Maidstone.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah.
Last
We
15.
couldn't get anything together at all, could we? Giving the ball away.
Couldn't go over halfway, really.
No, that's right.
Last 15.
Yeah, I think they dropped a bit, didn't they?
Yeah, we thinking that as well.
Just a bit quick passing makes such a difference.
Yeah, it does.
We
Yeah.
play football against them on the floor.
Yeah, they're pretty vulnerable, aren't they?
That's right.
They're a bit.
Yeah, I think it was Mickey Marcel played a lovely ball, didn't he?
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
Great finish.
Yeah, it was a lovely finish. Yeah.
He's probably been my player of the season, really.
Is his peak?
Yeah, I think he's been good. Yeah, I agree.
Better and better.
Yeah, his crossing is good.
Yeah, reads the game well.
He runs at defenders, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's exciting to watch. That finish was.
Yeah, it was.
Bergamesco.
It was. No, it's a lovely finish. Yeah.
Having him and Joe Payne on the left is good. It gives there's 2 crossing options there. Yeah, he's Cox and Benjamin are pretty happy coming forward with the
Yeah,
ball.
they are. Yeah, Cox has done a lot of that tonight, actually. Yeah.
He's a quality player, Tom.
Yeah,
really.
that's
They're all going to make a mistake. Unfortunately, we got punished every time we make a mistake.
That's right. Yeah.
I remember the train of thought.
I'm still a bit of a over the Man City Tottenham game. What was it? They're calling them Robin Hoods. They're stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. You know,
On behalf of all Gooners,
I came out with that
to
line.
thank you for that.
My mate said to me,
That's very good.
Become like Robin Hood. Stealing from the rich and giving back to the poor.
It used to be Dr. Tottenham, wherever you play, if you need a win. But yeah, Robin Hood's a bit more appropriate, I think. I think Fulham this week, so yeah, that'll be 3 points. I'd like to bring a copy. I don't think I'll have time because our last home game is Saturday and then the next home game is Boxing Day. But I'm about to publish my Spurs book. I've got a Spurs book I've been working on. About to publish it. I'll just have to text you the details, I'm afraid. I'd love to have had it ready by Saturday. I don't think you will be. Christmas present though, potentially, for, if you've got Spurs fans in your life.
I'll read it.
I'll read it anyway.
Yeah, any book about football, I'll read it. Yeah.
Some of my staff, the Spurs fans, so imagine on WhatsApp.
Secret Santa or something.
I'm looking forward to who's on commentary on Saturday.
Me, I think. Am I doing Saturday?
Yeah.
Just
Well, just, I'm looking for both your dulcet tones.
Thank you.
I've been listening to it at Molyneux.
Oh, you go, right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, they've just come off a thumping win, haven't they, Wolves? They hammered full of
It's just like Tottenham. I can't believe it. They lose it over fucking Ipswich.
I just
It's
called
unbelievable.
And then they just bloody go and smash.
Play City off the park. It's incredible,
I can't believe it.
just couldn't see the score kept coming up.
I think Bournemouth hate VAR because we had a chance to get back to 1-1 against Brighton, and I've seen it. And even Nielsen. And I'll tell you what, if you put a Rizzler there, it's that
tight.
so tight.
And VAR gave it as offside, is that?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's not really the spirit of the thing, is it?
I don't think so.
I thought they were going to stop. I thought they were going to.
Toe or something ridiculous.
I thought they were going to.
So stupid.
I think they were.
Is that's the rule? Where do you draw the line? You draw the line
I thought they were going to stop doing that.
Like Cooper
I thought so as well.
with this
Yeah. I think it should be like all other VAR, where if it's a clear and obvious error, you can correct it. But if a linesman can possibly see it because it's his left toenail, then just give the
Well, it's
goal.
like this season when we played Newcastle at home. It ended up a 1-1 draw, but we scored in the 88th minute. It's where the ball come off the shoulder up here, and then on the I'll tell you when it was. We were coming back from Truro. Yeah, on the Sunday we had played the game and Bournemouth were at home, and I said I don't want to know the score because I'll take the game and I'll watch it when I get home from Truro. And sleep anyway. Yeah, in the car I was. Yeah, my car knows how to get from Bournemouth back home, so I'll just put it on autopilot. Yeah, so but it came off the top here, but the rule is for handball. If it's on the shirt, and it's even if he's got a short shirt, and if the ball touches the shirt up there, it's not handball. But the referee saw it, he gave the goal. He thought it was and VAR got involved. He didn't ask for VAR, the referee, the VAR got involved.
That's a lot. I think on the whole, VAR's been used a bit better this
It
season.
seems to be used in
The opposite of that.
Well, we've had a
basically,
couple of
which is
decisions
not
go with this season. I like it, but
No, it does seem to
Generally,
be
there's just less interference by VAR, I think, this season.
the amount of times that VAR gone against Bournemouth is unbelievable.
Fingers crossed, second half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, I've got my ticket for the 29th of December, we're away at Fulham. £15.
Really?
Yeah. I thought I was wrong. I thought I pressed the wrong button when I was buying it last week. But it wasn't, no.
Was that from the Fulham side or from... Is that from Fulham you bought it?
No, for me, Bournemouth in the away end. You remember, you only get capped up to 30 quid to pay.
Oh, okay.
Away supporters, you can't pay more than 30 quid. Yeah. But when I looked at it, I went back in. Because I registered disabled band at the club and everything, because they've got all my letter from my PIP and everything like that. Looked here, it's the ambient disabled adult, and you've got ambient disabled 65 plus. So I put in the ambient disabled adult again. Yeah, it come up 15 quid.
Alright.
So I paid 18 altogether. They charged 3 quid to send the ticket. But when we played West Ham in the League Cup earlier this season, they still charged us 3 quid for postage, but they didn't post the ticket. It was all sent on an email and a QR code.
Admin charge.
Right, hang on a minute, how much did it cost to send an email?
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing.
Ridiculous.
So they got £3. Everybody complained about it, and they said, "Oh, to get the ticket and the QR code, you've got to put it in your Apple wallet or a Google wallet." And I haven't got either. I'm happy with what I've got on my phone. You know what I mean? I'm not opening apps up for just.
Spent doing my dance stuff. Oh my God, they're my answers this week.
That's the way it's going, though. Open up this. They charge 3 quid to send a free email.
It's so draining. It's so draining.
But some of the grounds I go to, and I get the disabled parking, and it's right behind the away end. Like I've got this for Saturday, I've got it right behind the away end. I've just got to walk about 20 yards, but they've got lifts and everything. I'm in the upper tier at Wolves. And
You've done Newcastle away though.
I've done that. I'm cheeky. I go up in the lift all the time. I've been to Newcastle 6 times.
Yeah.
Do you know why? I love the ground. I love the people.
The atmosphere is really good, very friendly.
And they see me with this thing and like, the lift's there, and I said, yeah, it's all right, I'm going to take it, it's all right. I'm not stupid, I'm not going up about 8 flights of stairs.
Yeah, that's comparable to Barcelona away. I mean, that's like...
You're on the Spurs book then, Michael. What's it about? What's the premise?
So I write a blog on Spurs.
Yeah, I mean,
So I did last season's blog basically.
Do you know, the only other favourite is the story of the ground I've got.
Hobby's first
It's
season
not
in
your
charge.
first way.
Tried to write
It's a horror story. Really.
Yeah, it's the atmosphere there and all. Because when they start,
my blog is
right around the ground when they start singing on
give it a slightly
Nottingham on Tree.
unique selling point. So yeah, it's just that basically. It's not just verbatim the blog.
Yeah, I was there last season. We lost.
It's that it's the story of Postecoglou.
It's a new
I'll tell you what, when the Luton away last season, was the day we played Dully away and smashed Ernest Hamlin 4-0. And I thought to myself, I'd have been better off going to Dully than Luton.
It's just self-published, this one.
The stewards at Luton. Horrible people. And I said to one of them, I was in like the virtually the front row. Like I usually get the tickets. And I'll tell you this now. The geezer, I said, oh, can I go through the gate and get the same toilet that way? He said, no, you've got to go back up the stairs and then down the stairs again. I said, I can't do that properly. He said, no, that looks very disabled. And then I went like that. And there's Bournemouth, and there's some other Bournemouth supporters around me. There's other Bournemouth supporters laughing at him going, he's got a fucking walking stick. And I went like that. He said, Scott Smith, mate. I haven't got it just... Well, that's what they say. All disabilities, not physical.
Yeah, all I have to say. Yeah. Especially a bumper.
Right, let's get ready for this second half. Then come here.
Yeah, nice one. Might try. Oh, I don't know if it will work. Good evening, welcome back to the Dave Bryant Stadium. The players are back out on the pitch, just about. They've taken their positions. Doesn't appear to be any substitutions. It is Enfield Town 1, Hornchurch 2. Town are readying themselves to kick off. Can run through the teams while they ready themselves. Town have Forster in goal, Benjamin Thompson-Cox, Joe Payne and Mickey Parcell, a late replacement for Adji Hersey in the starting lineup. Alfie Tuck, Sam Youngs, Lennon Peake, Billy Leonard has come on for Christian Scott, and Ruben Shakpoke up front. And Hornchurch have Mason Terry, Nathan Bertram Cooper, Harry Gibbs, Ryan Scott, George Saunders, Tom Raitt, Femi Akinwande, Liam Nash, the goal scorer, Miles Weston, Manny Harvest and Henry Hearn. The other goal scorer for Hornchurch was an own goal. Both goals created by Miles Weston for them. Hornchurch raced into a 2-goal lead within the first 15. Town pulled one back. That's 7 or 8 minutes before half-time through Lennon Peake. Very action-packed first half. Players still not started yet. Referee now giving the hand signals to both goalkeepers. So I think we're about to get cracking for the second half with the score at Town 1, Hornchurch 2. And away we go for the second half. Town kicking off. The ball's played back to Tuck and then Cox, Wales under-19 international teammates. The ball's lofted forward right to the edge of the area. Mason Terry makes full use of the perimeter and gathers just in front of the Town forwards. Intriguing second half ahead of intriguing first 10 or 15 minutes ahead as well, because Hornchurch took their foot off the pedal at the end of this first half. Town took full advantage, got back into it, got the goal back, and now next goal feels crucial. Next 10-15 minutes feel crucial. Mickey Parcell will take a throw for Town halfway inside the Hornchurch half. He throws it up the line looking for Billy Leonard. He's run it out of play though. And the ball goes out of play, and it's going to be a Hornchurch throw, which the sizeable Harry Gibbs will take. Bit of a unit, Harry Gibbs. Takes his left back position now, looking for Hearn. The ball pelted forward by Saunders. That should be easy enough for Cox. Nice touch from him to bring it out of the sky. Now he dribbles forward with it over halfway. Dan Cox feeds it wide. This is Payne and now Peake on the left flank for Town. Up by the edge of the area. Peake taking on his man, but he's beaten and he's conceded the throw. And it'll be a throw to Hornchurch. Right back position for them. No changes at half time, but Town did make a change 17 minutes into the first half. Tactical change with Christian Scott going off, Billy Leonard coming on. What did you make of the effects of that change? The defensive midfielder replaced by an attacking midfielder.
I think Gavin realised we've got to go for it because they were controlling the match till then, so it was a wise move in the end. Foul.
John's just broken off there because there was a crunching challenge from Tuck, I think. Hornchurch player's gone down. Hot off the press. We can now reveal that it wasn't a tactical change after all that. Christian Scott picked up a knock, and that's why he was replaced by Billy Leonard. So that clears that up. He did look a very angry young man coming off the pitch, but apparently the news from the dressing room is that he picked up a knock. So that was the only substitution, and there's been a yellow card shown to Adam Thompson. Hornchurch still haven't taken this free kick. It's just inside the Town half, wide on the right. Adam Thompson's gone into the book, and now Hornchurch swing the very deep free kick in towards the area. Heads go up. Town struggling to clear. Hornchurch in possession on the far side, the right, but now Town get it clear, and it's with Lennon Peake on the far side. However, he's run straight into trouble. Hornchurch picked it back up again. It's fed out to this near side, and Gibbs for Hornchurch. He strides forward, the centre back drills in a low cross. Benjamin gets a foot on it. Back it will come again. Gibbs again for Hornchurch. Now it goes all the way back to the Hornchurch variety of Scott. Gibbs finds Rate, the deep lying midfielder for Hornchurch, and good pressure from Peake. But it's back with Hornchurch. The Scott Hornchurch. The Hornchurch version of Scott lofts the ball forward, and it's out of play for a throw to Town. 602 have made the trip to the Dave Bryant Stadium, which is good going today on a night as cold as this. Hornchurch in possession on the left, on the attack. Saunders trying to weave away past Benjamin. Still Saunders down by the corner flag. Nutmegs Benjamin, but to no avail, and that's gone out for a goal kick. Good defending there by Xavier Benjamin. As I say, 602 have made the trip to a very cold, wintry Dave Bryant Stadium. There's no rain in the air, but ever so slightly misty. Good to see, despite the cold, a lot of the Town players in shirt sleeves. Thompson, the captain, leading by example with the short sleeve shirt. We like that. Town play it up towards halfway. Peake does well, takes a buffeting but holds on to possession. Here's Dan Cox inside his own half. 4 minutes into the second half. Not too much of note so far. It's still Town 1, Hornchurch 2. The two sides feeling each other out in these first opening exchanges of the second half. Billy Leonard wide on the right for Town. Does well to keep it in play. Back with Parcell. Parcell under pressure, forced backwards, and he's hustled out of it, and Saunders plays it infield to Akinwande inside the centre circle. Akinwande, Youngs and Thompson up against him, and Akinwande's threaded it through into the area, but Forster very quick off his line, gathers, gives it straight to Dan Cox. Cox infield. Tuck finds Youngs. Sam Youngs on the right inside his own half, chips the ball forward looking for Billy Leonard, wide right for Town. Gibbs forced to chip the ball out of play, and Town have an attacking throw in here on the right. Mickey Parcell will take it level with the edge of the Hornchurch area, takes it short. Leonard turns his man by the byline, squares it into the area, but it's cleared by Hornchurch. No one from Town really inside the 6-yard box. Billy Leonard did so well to make space for himself on the right. Town still applying the pressure though. Here's Joe Payne on the left, but down he goes. and Hornchurch can clear up the line on their right, and no nonsense clearance there from Thompson high into the night sky. Hornchurch pick up the pieces inside their own half, and they've got a bit of space to attack here. Ball's played forward towards Hearn. He's forced backwards into his own half. Gibbs takes over for Hornchurch. Gibbs finds Saunders. Good pressure, good press from Town. This is Manny Harvest for Hornchurch, and now Weston, but good challenge there from Cox. Good little burst there from Billy Leonard on the right for Town, just no one in the centre for his low centred cross.
Yeah, it was a really good cross. Unfortunately, nobody there. A shack poke he wasn't close to either. It's been, well, a guarantee is going to be another goal in this half. I can't see it staying 2-1. Both teams are probing forward, and it's a matter of time before hopefully some Hornchurch might make a mistake instead of Enfield this time.
Yeah, it's finely poised, intriguingly set up here. Still a bit of shadow boxing these first 7 minutes of the second half. Hornchurch on the attack though, with the effervescent Hearn. Gives it back to Gibbs. Gibbs plays it forward to Hearn, 30 yards from goal, but back to goal. Forced backwards. Leonard tries to interfere. Leonard does really well, wins the ball, goes to ground, picks himself back up, still on the ball. Billy Leonard on the right. Now looks to feed it forward to Shaq Poke, but weren't on the same wavelength, and that's going to dribble through to Mason Terry. It's even Steven, but possibly, well, it's even Steven. They both had a bit of an attacking nudge forward. Town in possession inside their own half on the right. Good play, neat play there from Cox, finding Alfie Tuck. Tuck gives it simply and sensibly to Sam Youngs. He lays it back to his captain Thompson. He goes all the way back to Reece Forster, and Town build again from the back. Tuck showing the benefits of his presence there. He's very calm in possession, can be under pressure. When he receives the ball, he can duck out of trouble and find a teammate. However, Hornchurch are in possession now inside the Town half, just on halfway. Good racket being made by the Town, or by both sets of fans. Scott for Hornchurch tried to build forward up the line, but it's drifted out of play for a goal kick. Who's caught your eye in Town colours so far in this game then, John?
I've got to say, Billy Leonard has done really well since he's come on. He's been a threat, and I think that's why it's stemmed their attack, because they're focusing on trying to control the pace going forward, which was needed.
Town looking to use that pace again just there with a high ball over the top. Hornchurch cut it out, and now it's with Nash for them. He goes back to Ryan Scott, and now it's Bertram Cooper for Hornchurch. Hornchurch building patiently from inside their own half. Now it's lofted long forward, but aimlessly, and Reece Forster will quite happily snaffle that up, and Town have their chance to build, and it's just been shadow boxing for the first 9 minutes of the second half. Billy Leonard, the substitute, that's a good pass into the path of Cox. He's made the run up to halfway. Cox, and now Peak. Leonard Peak takes over. Now Joe Payne wide on the left, halfway inside the Hornchurch half. Peak and Billy Leonard exchange passes. Now it's gone back to Cox. Cox infield.
Oh, come on. Forward.
Town have gone all the way back to halfway. It's a consternation of those around me, but they're still in possession. 10 minutes into the second half. Still Enfield Town 1, Hornchurch 2. Adam Thompson now for Town. Good ball forward to Sam Youngs. Youngs twisting and turning, looking for a yard of space. He's got two Hornchurch men in front of him. Shaq Poke finally avails himself, and Town have triangled their way neatly. Shaq Poke, though, is tackled by Akinwande. It's back, however, with Thompson. Benjamin Thompson. Town, little spell of possession here. Sam Youngs at the heart of it, twisting and turning. Youngs back inside the centre circle. Now Thompson can edge forward over halfway. Thompson wide on the right, looking to thread it forward. It's gone out of play. It's a throw to Town, taken quickly by Benjamin. He's given it to Alfie Tuck. That's a good progressive ball. Billy Leonard now turning, facing towards the Hornchurch goal, and gives it back. Tuck. Peak goes down. That's a free kick to Town. A couple of Town players scuttle forward looking for the early option, but the referee has called things back for no other reason than just to retake the free kick. No booking or anything like that. However, a chance for Town to push the central defenders forwards. Peaks behind the free kick. It's right on the diameter of the centre circle. Left-footed Peaks sprays the ball into the area. It's headed out by a Hornchurch head. It's still alive though for Town. Peaks steps in, but he's been caught in possession, and now Hornchurch are 2-1, breaking on the right over the halfway. Hearn plays it infield, just beyond the arriving Akinwande. There's a vital touch on the ball there by the retreating Town defender, who I think was Parcell.
Yeah.
Mickey
100%. Yes, Mickey Parcell.
Parcell retreating, got back, just got a touch when Hornchurch were 2-1. Got just enough of a touch to flick the ball behind Akinwande. Otherwise, Akinwande would have been clean through on goal.
Oh, it's great defending by Mickey Parcell there. He stuck his leg out at the right time, otherwise it would be game over.
There's an enterprising forward pass from Parcell as well, but just too far ahead of Sam Youngs. Parcell brought into the team only 5 minutes before kick-off as a late replacement for Dylan Adjuhersine. He's had a good game. Really vital touch there to deny Hornchurch a one-on-one. Enterprising run forward just now as well, and also assisted the goal for Town. So it's been a good performance from Parcell, but Saunders on the attack for Hornchurch. Parcell comes across to size him up. Saunders cuts inside onto his right foot inside the area. Saunders tries a shot but misses his kick, and between them Benjamin and Parcell have pushed Town out of trouble. Good ball from Benjamin's, found Billy Leonard wide on the left. Leonard's going to take on his man for pace. It's being held up though by Bertram Cooper. Billy Leonard goes back, just about keep possession. Town, and now it's with Sam Youngs in the central position. Long range shot, and it's punched wide by Mason Terry. Fully 35 yards there, Sam Young's right-footed shot. Didn't seem to have too much venom behind it, but Town can swing the ball back into the area. It's cleared by Hornchurch, high above the floodlights, out to the left, and Hornchurch managed to scavenge the pieces, and they'll bring the ball forward now over halfway. Cox does well, retreating there to win his header. He had to win it, or Hearn would have been clean in on goal. Cox now looking for options ahead of him on the left. Joe Payne looking down the left, sliding challenge. Town still in possession, and the right-footed shot lofted over the bar. Not enough support there for Billy Leonard, I think. Did well to break down the left, rode one challenge, got back up to his feet, but from a tight angle tried a shot and it went high and over the bar.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity, but I suppose a rush of blood to the head there, and he couldn't resist the shot. Well, he could have passed it, but saying that, he put himself in a great position though, and he created the chance himself by fighting for the ball on the edge of the area. And we just had a substitution.
Yes, Enfield Town have made a substitution. They're second off the game. Reece Beckles-Richards has come on just before the hour mark for Ruben Shakpoke. What do you make of that substitution, John?
I think it's going to unsettle their defence more, because he's more of a physical presence, whereas Shakpoke is more of a technical kind of player. Well, saying that, obviously Reece Beckles-Richards is as well, but he's got that bit more tenacity, and we need to step up a bit more aggression when we push forward. There's the kind of vulnerable at the back, I think, if we push them. We've exposed them a few times with good passing, which Mickey Parcell's pinpoint diamond cross was diagonal cross made such a difference. So it's a good substitution.
So Shakpoke off, Beckles-Richards on, to add a bit more physicality perhaps up front. Town in possession. It's back with Reece Forster, ball at his feet. An hour gone. Enfield Town 1, Hornchurch 2. It's been a slightly more sedate second half after the drama-filled first half, in which they had early substitutions, early goals. Town pulled one back. Hornchurch hit the crossbar as well, 2-0. Nice build-up play there from Beckles-Richards, finding Benjamin. He's played it forward neatly to Sam Youngs outside the right-hand edge of the area. Sam Youngs twisting and turning, looking for support. Parcell's up with him, Tuck's up with him, and Thompson's come all the way forward. Still going Thompson. Almost threaded it through to Beckles-Richards. Has come for Leonard Peake, shoots from range. Shot catches a bit of a deflection and it's trickled through easily enough for Mason Terry in the Hornchurch goal. Nice little spell of possession there, though. Some neat passing interplay from Town.
Dare I say we're in the ascendancy, but it's probably the kiss of death as usual. Better not say it, Touchwood. Town are doing really well. Second half, really. I mean, there hasn't been many chances, but we're probing and pushing forward. So we look more of a threat, actually, than Hornchurch did at this stage. The urchins going back in their shell, basically, I think.
Yeah, it's been a strong last 5 minutes or so from Town, and now Beccles-Richards up front. It's a different sort of challenge they pose. Town have taken a throw up the line on the left, but Hornchurch have managed to wrestle possession back. They're trying to break over halfway. It's a bit scrappy in the centre. Lennon Peake picks it up now for Town, over halfway. Overplayed that, and Hornchurch have won a free kick in their right back position, wide on the right flank. So just after the hour mark, Town 1, Hornchurch 2. An own goal giving Hornchurch the lead early in the first half. Liam Nash doubling that lead after 15 minutes. Lennon Peake pulling one back on about 7 or 8 minutes before half time for Town. And it remains Town 1, Hornchurch 2 as Hornchurch take a free kick up the line on the right, but Town heads on it. It's a bit of head tennis, back and forth. Ball hasn't hit the ground since the free kick was taken, and now it's brought down by Sam Youngs. He looks up ahead of him. He's got a man behind him. Sam Youngs does really well under pressure from 3. Lovely little flick from Leonard. Youngs tries to play the ball forward for Beccles-Richards, but Gibbs is there. Scott is there, I beg your pardon, for Hornchurch. And it's cleared out of play for a Town throw. Good play though from Youngs into play with Billy Leonard. Leonard's been very enterprising since he came on. Parcell takes the throw short on the right for Youngs. Parcell tries to force it forward for Leonard. For Leonard. It's gone out of play. It will be a throw to Town again on the right. Mickey Parcell, about 25 yards from the Hornchurch goal. Parcell short to Sam Youngs. Parcell again. Forced back towards his own goal, back into his own half, and Adam Thompson is captain. Hornchurch are now readying a substitution as Town continue to play the ball amongst themselves with Alfie Tuck. It's Ollie Muldoon who's being readied for Hornchurch. He's a central midfielder, Muldoon. Town still in possession at the back. Now it's lofted forward. Flag stayed down. Now the flag goes up slightly belatedly against Leonard Peake. And Hornchurch will take that opportunity to make their substitution. 18 minutes into the second half. What do you make of things so far? Where's the balance of things for you, John?
Currently the balance is tipped towards the Towners, but hopefully we can sustain it and turn it into goal. And it all was great potential. Good interlinking play in the midfield with earlier with Youngs and Leonard and Peake. It's always so we posing a threat to Hornchurch, and they're trying to obviously defend, and I think with Reece Beccles-Richards, you never know, he might get that opportunity and pull one back.
You've not missed anything as Hornchurch have just now taken their free kick, lofted in harmlessly, drifts all the way through to Reece Forster, and Town will settle for that. He bowls it out to Xavier Benjamin. Benjamin eagerly dashes over halfway, gives it to Parcell, back now with Alfie Tuck on his left foot, spreads it to Cox. Cox goes back to Adam Thompson. All the Hornchurch players in their own half behind the ball. Youngs has come deep. Little 1-2 there, played up the line. Xavier Benjamin's dashed up the line, crosses it low into the area. Reece Beccles-Richards just too far from him on the back post. Shouts for a penalty. Huge appeals for a penalty. Nothing given by the ref. I think it was Benjamin's cross from the right was low. It was too far for Beccles-Richards in the central position. I think it's Leonard Peake possibly on the floor who dived in for the challenge. Hornchurch's Manny Harvest dived with him. They're both on the floor now. Town vociferously appeals for a penalty. John, what did you make of that?
It looked like he went for the ball, they collided, but I still think he looked like he still got his leg in front of him, so still technically a penalty, even they're both equally challenged. And for him to stay down as well, looks as though he's trying to get, I don't know, normally when you foul a player, you stay down as well. Peake's definitely down. It was a terrible challenge. I'm surprised that was For me, I would have given as a penalty.
Well, the referee,
Challenges on him.
Che Hathaway, was not having it. There's a stoppage. Peak is still down. Harvest is still down. Some town players, well, a lot of town players are crowded around the ref, but nothing's going to change in that respect. Some of the town players have come over to the dugouts for a bit of refreshment. The town faithful behind the goal, the Hertfordshire Zoo goal, gave their opinion in forthright terms. But the referee made his call, and nothing's going to change there. So it's Town 1, Hornchurch 2. Halfway through the second half, Hornchurch, who sit in 15th in the league. Only one away win for them so far this season in the league. 3 draws, 4 defeats. Had scored 11 goals in their travels before today, but conceded 15. Both players are still, well, Peak I think has picked himself up, but Manny Harvest is still down. Harvest, who earlier this year had about a month or so in Enfield Town colours. Manny Harvest, 20-year-old. I say 20-year-old. Manny Harvest is another one of those leap day babies. Born on February the 29th, so he's only had 5 birthdays. As I say, he was on loan at Town between January and February this year. Harvest made 11 starts so far this season for them.
What do you think?
He's still down, so it must have been, well, I suppose it wasn't necessarily coming together. He might have just fallen awkwardly, but it's been a considerable stoppage, this. Lennon Peake, I'm pleased to say, is back on his feet. And in the first place, that whole move came about because of some good interplay on the right, and then a burst from Xavier Benjamin, the right-sided centre-back, doing really well to get down the right, which was good to see. We've had some enterprising moments down the right from Billy Leonard, Mickey Parcell, and then from Xavier Benjamin.
Yeah, they got exposed at the back again, I think, Hornchurch, and panicked a bit, hence the collision. It's hard to tell this angle, but it certainly looked it could have easily been given, but we haven't got the courtesy of action replays here. But they have stepped up, and we're edging definitely the second half and looking more dangerous than Hornchurch are. They're desperately holding on for the 2-1 at the moment, Hornchurch.
Yeah, the balance Enfield Town have had the last 5 minutes or so. Play's about to resume. Harvest is back on his feet. It's a throw into Town, so there must have been a Hornchurch flick on the ball as Benjamin crossed across the area from the right. It went all the way out to play on the left. Must have got a deflection from Hornchurch. Finally the ball's back in play. Peak, neat footwork from him, down on the far side the left for Town. Hornchurch trying to clear their lines. They will now up the line on the right, and it's straight out of play, and Town can reassert the pressure with a throw. There's another little pause. Words are being had with Lennon Peake, I think, on the far side. The referee is now showing a yellow card.
Someone's got a yellow card then.
Is it Peake?
Difficult to see in the far side. It's either Peake, might be Payne. He's going to turn around in a moment and reveal his number.
I'm sure who it is.
We'll keep an eye on that, but the yellow card has been brandished. I think it's Joe Payne. The yellow card's been brandished, presumably for dissent rather than anything else. We'll keep an eye and see who it is. As Town have taken the throw, and they're going to build from the back with Cox and Thompson exchanging passes between themselves as they look for support ahead of them. 20 minutes remaining. Town 1, Hornchurch 2. Here's Alfie Tuck. Sam Youngs has come deep. He's done that a lot, made himself available. Gives it back to Tuck. First time ball into Beckles-Richards. Squirts the ball out to the right, and Benjamin, heavy touch from him though. Does well to retrieve the situation. Gives it to Thompson. Now Benjamin facing the right way. On the right, tries to cross into the area. It's deflected, and it's going to fall for the goalkeeper Mason Terry for Hornchurch. Another little spell of possession though for Enfield Town.
Yeah, it's been last 10 minutes has been mostly Enfield Town pushing forward, probing. We're hoping to get that breakaway, but it looks positive. Towners, we keep the faith. We can do this at the moment.
Yes, all that after an opening half hour in which Hornchurch really dominated, but Town came back into it before half time and have Oh, it's been very even second half. Town maybe slightly on top. Here's Parcell doing well on the right.
Well done, Mickey Parcell.
Finding Beckles-Richards back to Benjamin. Town exerting a degree of control when they're in possession here. Good ball from Tuck, finds Cox. Cox strides over halfway. Cox wide right to Joe Payne. Payne stabs it forward. Cross comes in from the left. It's cut out only as far as Sam Young's, but then cleared by Hornchurch up towards halfway. Thompson will gather on the halfway line. It will come back at Hornchurch. Here's Xavier Benjamin now on the right, just inside the Hornchurch half. Wide on the right is Parcell. He tried to thread the ball through, but Rate can bring it forward for Hornchurch. Gives it sideways to Saunders for them. Inside his own half, George Saunders plays a long ball, and that's what Hornchurch are resorting to now, long balls. Cox wins the header. Harvest brings it down for Hornchurch. Looks to feed Hearn. He's through on goal. Hearn, and Forster came out really well off his line to clear. It's still in play on the right-hand flank for Hornchurch. Weston trying to weave his way into the area, but Town defenders crowd him out, and it's cleared up towards halfway, and Bertram Cooper will have to retrieve for Hornchurch. Good spot of goalkeeping there from Rhys Forster, came off his line.
Oh, Forster's been so consistent. I mean, he couldn't have faulted for either of the goals. And I think we've got Saunders on the deck at the moment. I don't know if it's game management, but it's just to slow down the game. I like to think he's genuinely injured, but he probably is slightly.
And the game down just like Arsenal.
Yeah, we've got some bitter Tottenham fans sitting next to us at the moment. Yeah, who are actually winning 3-1 at the moment to upset Andrew even more. Away to Sporting Lisbon. Yeah.
There's a stoppage anyway. George Saunders is down, still receiving treatment. Mickey Parcell's come over to the right touch lane to receive a bit of instruction as well as liquid refreshment. Billy Leonard's also getting a bit of instruction from town manager Gavin McPherson. Saunders has now picked himself up. He'll survive. He'll make it.
Number 14, Angelo Balanta.
But he's being replaced, so he's only survived in a manner of speaking. Saunders is off. Angelo Balanta is on. 28 minutes into the second half. That represents Hornchurch's second substitution of the game. Balanta, 34-year-old Colombian. Left-footed Colombian, came through the QPR youth system. As play restarts and Hornchurch loft another long ball. It's gone over everyone's head. It's going to trickle through to Rhys Forster, and Town have possession again. Another chance to build. Just over a quarter of an hour remaining. Town 1, Hornchurch 2, but Town are pushing here. Parcell on the right, over halfway. He keeps the ball in, looking to... Oh, I tried to be a bit too clever there to thread the ball through to Beckles-Richards. It's passed all the way through to Terry in the Hornchurch goal, and that attack fizzles out. Hornchurch in possession, but a high press there from Peak. As the ball is cleared up towards halfway by Terry, the Hornchurch goalkeeper, and then given away. Town with Peak battling away on the left. Hashed clearance there from Hornchurch, and Town have a throw. Dangerous position, 20 yards from the Hornchurch goal on the left. It's taken quickly. No long throws from Town today, but an attempt to toss the ball into the area. Hornchurch read it and now set the ball clear, and Rhys Forster's come racing out of his area, gets there first as Hearn was right on top of him. Forster came about 40 yards out of his goal there. Hornchurch have lofted the ball forward again. Forster's come out again, he'll get there first again. He puts this one into orbit. Crikey, that's gone high up, and we'll need a replacement ball because that's gone over the stand. It's been popped back in kindly, and Hornchurch have a throw wide on the right, about 15 yards inside the Town half. Their fans making the noise now. They've won another throw. They've advanced about 20 yards up the pitch. This throw is level with the edge of the Town area, still on the right. Town 1, Hornchurch 2, 15 minutes to go. Hornchurch, the visitors, the Urchins, with a throw on the right, level with the edge of the area. It's taken short. It's with Weston, but he's asked too much of his man there, and it's straight through to Cox. Cox clears up the line for Town, up towards Beckles-Richards. Beckles-Richards does really well to hold it up there, then lays it off. Here's Parcell drifting in field. Xavier Benjamin picks it up on the right. Thompson inside the centre circle, inside his own half, looking for options. Gives it wide left. Cox, now Peak, Enfield it comes. Attempted 1-2 has gone out of play. It was Parcell, he drifted all the way over to the left there actually. And it's a throw either way to Hornchurch, and Hornchurch are now making 2 more substitutions.
Coming on for Liam Nash.
McQueen on for the goal scorer Nash. It's one of the substitutes. And the forward Adi Youssef is coming on as well.
Players they've got.
So Youssef is a forward, 30-year-old forward. Only played 40 odd minutes of league football this season, but on he comes. Darren McQueen, attacking midfielder, quite useful wide. And Henry Hearn is the other departing Hornchurch player. Hearn, who scored in his debut against Town in the FA Trophy 10 days ago. So McQueen and Youssef are on, in addition to Muldoon and Balanta. Hornchurch now having made 4 substitutions to enter the final 15. And they take the throw up the line, but it's scampering Town player who'll give it back to Reece Forster. Forster, ball at his feet, now clears up towards, well, didn't clear it very well, whatever he was attempting. And it's with Miles Weston, left to the edge of the area, chips the ball into the area, good header from Cox. Out of harm's way for now. Here's Peak picking it up, hoiking it forward over halfway, taken on the chest by Ryan Scott. And Bertram Cooper will clean up for Hornchurch, but gives the ball away, sprays it needlessly, out of play for a throw, and Town can look to build again. They've taken the throw in their left back position inside their own half. Neat switch of play there, and Benjamin can bring the ball forward up towards halfway. Finds Peak. Peak switched out to this right flank temporarily at least. Here's Sam Youngs back with Benjamin, and now Thompson inside his own half. Now Cox on the left. Cox beats his man, does well, a little burst of pace going up the line. Now the ball, attempted cross, but the flag's gone up for offside, to the bemusement of most of the Town players. I think Cox had maybe continued his run. Either way, it's a free kick to Hornchurch with 12 minutes remaining. Where do you see a goal coming from for Town, John?
I think it's going to be, if we carry on putting pressure on the defence, that's where the cracks are going to appear. At the moment we're huffing and puffing, but we're not really blowing the house down, as they say. We're still persevering, but no clear-cut chances since the penalty incident, really.
There'll be a fair amount of time added on, however. Town having to clean up at the back. Forster, he's lost possession, and the ball's trickled out to play for a goal kick. Forster got lucky there. He tried to dribble past his man, having received the back pass. He was tackled by Adi Youssef, but Youssef couldn't keep the ball under control, and the ball just bounced off him and out for a goal kick. Forster got away with one there. Just over 10 minutes to go. Still Town 1, Hornchurch 2. There's a little burst of pace there from Thompson. Forward ball towards Beckles-Richards, and then Billy Leonard couldn't quite gather it in. Billy Leonard and Lennon Peake seem to have switched flanks. Peake's wide on the right now, Leonard's wide on the left. Goalkeeper Mason Terry taking his own sweet time with this clearance. 10 minutes remaining on the clock, but there'll be a fair amount of stoppage time, I'd have thought. There've been a couple of stoppages, at least 5 minutes, plus a few substitutions. Town tried to build on the right, but the ball's gone out of play, and it will be a throw on halfway to Hornchurch. Hornchurch leading by those 2 early goals, both in the opening quarter of an hour. Peake having pulled one back for Town shortly before half-time. It's 7 minutes before half-time. Hornchurch trying to build on the right, but it's head tennis at the moment. Now they might get a chance. Thompson there marshalling his man and then being fouled, and it's a free kick down by the corner flag, deep inside Enfield Town territory. Play's been a bit bitty in this last 5, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no real momentum there, and it's just scrappy and not much created. You never know, it might be our turn to get some added time goals this time round. We certainly deserve something.
Town building again from Youngs, playing a long ball forward over the top. Peak will latch onto it right by the byline on the right. First time ball into the area and shovelled clear by Hornchurch. What a pass from Sam Youngs from deep in between the two defenders for Peak to run onto. Peak got there, kept it in play, and his first time cross was turned away by Hornchurch, and Parcell will take the throw now for Town.
Because he's not taking any long throws.
Parcell level with the edge of the area, still waiting for an available man to whom he might throw. Still waiting, Parcell. Now he finally gives it to Peak. Peak turns, lobs the ball high into the air. It's something for Beccles-Richards to chase, but Terry is able to pluck it out from the night sky. That was a glorious pass from Sam Youngs earlier for Lennon Peak, and a good first time ball for Peak, but no one really in the area.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've got nice interlinking play we've had going forward, but no final ball or touch to get that equaliser. I think we own the balance of play, probably edging it slightly, but not much in it, to be honest.
Benjamin's made half a clearance, but Hornchurch will come again. Here's Weston on the left in this second half, when he was on the right in the first half and created 2 goals in the first half. He's gone around his man, he's gone around Parcell really well there, crosses with the left foot into the area, headed clear from Town, and then Leonard helps out on the edge of his area, but Hornchurch will retain possession out on the far right with Muldoon playing it forward. Hornchurch still in possession on the far right, down by the corner flag. Town struggling to get the ball clear, and Hornchurch have broken again. Ball's played low into the area, and Forster makes a save from close range. Diving effort there from the substitute McQueen, but then Forster's throw is gifted possession back to Weston, and here he comes on the shot. The shot's cleared, and it's out for a corner. It's Hornchurch's first, I think, of the second half, but they're 7th in total, and having made a really sharp save, Rhys Forster, his attempt to bowl the ball out all the way to halfway was intercepted, and Weston was able to get a shot in for Hornchurch.
Yeah, I mean, Weston's probably been their best player, and he switched onto the left, attacking left side instead of the right side. He's always a threat, whatever you do. He's a great player.
Tom Rates will take this corner from the left for Hornchurch. 2 arms raised. In it comes, left-footed. It's deep towards the back post. Flicked header from Payne. One of the lights above us seems to have gone out, but play's continuing. Meaty challenge there from the Hornchurch player, but Town thumped the ball forward. It's Harvest at the back for Hornchurch. It's a good ball he's played forward for Weston. Inside left position, attacking for Hornchurch. He finds Rate. Tom Rate, wide left. And it's well intercepted by Parcell. One set of lights has gone off around the pitch, but the floodlights themselves seem to be working well enough, and the referee seems unperturbed. So play's continuing. Hornchurch yet to take this throw. When they do, it'll be Miles Weston. Throws it infield. It's Yusuf. But Town, well, I was going to say they smuggled the ball clear, but Harvest, even though he went to ground, has regained it. Now Weston trying to dink his way through. Hornchurch fans and players appeal for a corner, but the ball's gone out of play, and it's a goal kick for Town. 6 minutes remaining. Floodlights are back on. Goal kick's been taken short. Town trying to get a wriggle on now. There's only 5 minutes remaining. Sam Youngs from deep. Town, slightly loose pass there, but it's smuggled wide to the right, and Benjamin just inside his own half. Benjamin gives it short to Peak. Peak just in front of the dugout. Short to Youngs. Youngs dinks. Chipped ball and up the line to Benjamin. First time ball. Nice idea from Benjamin, who's edging further and further forward in this second half. At the back, however, Cox sprays a long diagonal, looking for Payne. Payne trying to keep it in. Ball's gone out of play, and the throw's been given to Hornchurch, to the surprise and some consternation of the Town players and faithful. Hornchurch taking their time to retrieve this. We're into the final 5 minutes of the game. Who's been the standout player of the match for you, John?
For us, probably Peak or Leonard, probably for us. For man of match, but I think it'd be Weston. Really, he's just been a threat wherever he's been on the pitch. Intelligent play, good passing and finishing as well. He's a quality player, so I'd have to give it to one of the away players. I got to be fair.
Yeah, Weston came through the Arsenal youth setup.
I wasn't even biased.
Played for England under 16 through to under 19, and is an international teammate, I'd imagine, of Rhys Beckles-Richards for Antigua and Barbuda. He's made 16 appearances for them. Only his third appearance for them, but what an impression, what an impact he's made for them today. Ball's loose and halfway, crunching tackle there from Parcell, took no prisoners there. Tuck picked it up. Parcell's playing a Postecoglou style inverted fullback here for Town. As Town build on the left. It's Payne on the far side, shoved to the ground. Play goes on and it's a throw to Town.
Why hasn't he taken any long throw?
Joe Payne yet to take a long throw today, and play's going to be halted because it's substitution for Town. Coming on is Jake Hutchinson, final throw of the dice. He's only got 3 minutes to make an impact. He's coming on. Mickey Parcell's going off. Parcell did extremely well to set up the Town goal earlier, but Jake Hutchinson will add a bit more presence in attack. I'll ask you your opinion, John, on Parcell's contribution and Hutchinson's introduction, but I'll pause because Town are going to take a throw. We think there might be an issue with Payne because he's yet to take a long throw today. We're in the 87th minute. Finally, though, in comes a long throw from Payne into the near edge of the area. Ball's popped out of the area, however, and Hornchurch can break clear, and a good sliding tackle there from Peak, who might be slotting into right wing back because there's no one else around. By default, Lennon Peak is now the right wing back for Town. Hutchinson's pretty much up front, straight up the centre with Beckles-Richards. Town take a throw on the left, neat turn, cross hoits towards the area, but it's behind the goal and there's only 2 minutes left. So Hutchinson on, Parcell off. What do you make of that, John?
I think I think Gavin decided to let's go for it, and understandably so. I think Mickey Parcell has been brilliant. Parcell's been non-stop running. He's great play, solid professional, really great performance, as they say. Always been consistent, giving 100%, and I think he was a bit tired there at the end as well. So it's a good, wise substitution.
Town have only just, Hornchurch have only just taken that goal kick. Someone disagrees with you, John, because the official man of the match for Town was named as Dan Cox, who has had a strong game. He's going to be called into action here because Hornchurch are on the attack on the right for them, but they're being forced backwards by Town. Muldoon is in a central midfield position, and now Harvest springing into the centre. Ball's gone back to Gibbs. Hornchurch keep possession as we enter the final minute of the 90. Gibbs goes up the line. Weston beats his man on the left, goes right to the byline, gets the cross in, but the ball's gone over the byline. It's been adjudged. Hornchurch fans aren't impressed, and it's going to be a throw for Town, which Billy Leonard will take. So now Billy Leonard's popped up on the right. I think whoever's closest is going to take the right wing back spot at the moment for Town. Leonard on the right wing back position, it appears. 8 minutes I can see being held up, so there's a bit of time here. Town with the two strikers in the pitch, and that announcement of 8 minutes has got a positive reaction from the Town faithful. They've got two strikers on the pitch now. The ball's with Xavier Benjamin on halfway, and he finds Billy Leonard wide on the right. Leonard, 20 yards from goal, feeds Benjamin out on the right. Benjamin not being afraid to get forward today. Nutmegs his man into the area. Benjamin pulls the ball back. It's hit a defender, and Hornchurch will just about smuggle the ball clear. They've done really well actually to get the ball not concede the corner, but now get the ball all the way up to halfway. And Yusuf, he's brought a foul there from Youngs. Youngs did have a hand on his shirt, I think. John, what did you make of that?
Yeah, it was a clinical foul, cynical, I guess. So yeah, it unnecessary, wasn't going anywhere, but I think too hasty a challenge.
Well, it's been a frustrating second half. There's a bit of frustration there from Youngs in his challenge. It's a free kick inside their own half to Hornchurch, which Gibbs takes up towards Yusuf. But Town have got it clear. Beckles-Richards holds it up in the centre circle. Is bundled over. Play continues. Another man's bundled over. It's Billy Leonard this time. Play continues, however. Weston looks for a big spray, but that's straight into the arms of Forster. And Town can build, and they need to do so quickly now. Town building on the left. Cox squeezing a ball forward.
Great ball.
Up the left. Town still on the attack.
Now across.
Keeping possession. Tuck trying to force the issue. An attempted dummy didn't come off, and it's just dribbled out of play for a goal kick to Hornchurch. We've had 2 minutes of the added 8. Hornchurch in their real rush to take the goal kick. It's been a frustrating second half after giving it a good go at the end of the first half. John, we talked at half time about how Town really needed to assert themselves in the second half, keep that pressure up, but they've had a couple of sniffs of goal, but only half chances. Not really got that chance, that proper clear chance in the second half.
Yeah, we've just lacked that final ball or great chance to finish. We've huffed and puffed, like you said, but no real end product. But we're persevering, pushing. We've still got added time, about 5 minutes, so let's get one in added time for a change, for a bit of calmness, to pay us back for what we deserve sometimes.
Head tennis in the centre of the pitch. Finally, Hornchurch bring the ball down. Great. Now Weston gives it backwards to Gibbs. He thumps the ball forward up the line. Balanza's not going to catch that. It's through to Reece Forster. He takes a slightly heavy touch, but brings it under control. Bowls it out. Tuck gives it to Benjamin. Tuck's really good at that. Just controlling it, giving it 1 touch. Here he's on the ball again, gives it to Benjamin, approaching halfway on the right. Benjamin plays it forward, Billy Leonard.
Sub for Enfield.
Terrell Whittaker looks like might be coming on. Not too sure, he's wearing number 17, whoever it is, for Town. It's a late addition to the Town squad as Tuck sprays the ball forward wide on the left, but it's drifted out of play too far for Joe Payne. Ball goes out, and Town will make a substitution. Sam Youngs is giving his heart and soul. So Whittaker, former Tottenham youth product, on for Youngs. Youngs has put in a shift and a half today, hasn't he?
Really well. I mean, central midfield have done really well. I mean, like you said, Tuck, Cox, was some really good performances. Benjamin's been really good, great performance by him as well. Bit unfortunate to be losing, but that's football. It's just, we need a break here and there.
Town have a free kick. We're into the 5th minute of added time. 8 were shown. Town bringing the ball forward over halfway with Cox. They need to get the ball forward up into the final third, though. It's still in the middle third. Here's Thompson.
Put it into the box.
Thompson short. Town finally loft high ball forward, but Billy Leonard can't quite keep it in play. He had to leap to try to head it in. It was too high for him. The ball's gone out of play, and Hornchurch can run down the whistle, run down the clock a little more. It's their fans in good voice as we approach the final 3 minutes of added time. Gibbs takes the throw for Hornchurch up to the halfway line. Thompson goes up, clash of heads there. Thompson appealed for a free kick. Leonard's kept the ball in. The ball is now hoiked up back towards Forster. He's come out of his area again. Forster gets ahead in it, but it's gone to a Hornchurch pair of feet, but Benjamin was able to gather it. Now Beckles-Richards has collected on halfway. He's fed Leonard on the right, there's the cross into the centre, and it's cut out by Hornchurch, and Town have their first free kick of the game. It was Ryan Scott, the captain, who cut it out. It was a lovely little move down the right. But Town, is this the moment? 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes of added time remaining. Town have their first corner of the game. Peak will take
of the whole game.
Peak will take on the left. Town have 10 men inside, or 9 men inside the Hornchurch area. In comes the corner, right on top of the ref, and the corner goes up. It's loose in the area. It's got to come back out to Leonard Peak on the left. Takes a touch on his left foot. Takes another touch. And his attempted cross is charged down. Hornchurch can attempt to get the ball under control and now bring it over halfway, but Tuck will gather. Hornchurch bench and no rush to return the ball. And they've tossed the ball away, and there's going to be a spot of trouble there.
He's going to get booked, the manager.
Town players piling in there. Basically, the ball fell into the Hornchurch dugout. Hornchurch at their own sweet time returning the ball. Alfie Tuck took exception to all that. Gavin McPherson's taken exception to it. Several Town players jumped in to appeal for the swift return of the ball. I mean, it's all much ado about nothing, really, but Hornchurch have just delayed the restart. That's what it's amounted to.
Yeah, it was. We went to collect the ball, and I think they kicked the ball away in the area, so they booked one of their officials. Very unsporting, to be honest, but yeah, and a yellow card for 2 of their actual team members. So, here we go. Last minute.
Not sure. The ref's being pedantic. I think that's the summary of the last minute or so. Town had their throw-in reordered. It had to be taken again, the instruction of the ref. But the ball is back in play now. Here's Tuck, right in the centre spot. Cox on his left foot, looking to force route forward on the left. The ball's tucked forward in towards Beckles, Richards and Hutchinson. But it's gone straight through to the goalkeeper. We've had the allotted 8 minutes, but there'll be, I imagine, at least another additional minute because of that stoppage while Hornchurch didn't release the ball. The ball's back in play. It's gone over halfway. It's out to play for a Town throw. Town not hanging around. Throw lofted up the left flank. Hornchurch, however, take possession. They try to squirt the ball free. It's going to break to Lennon Peak here by the centre circle. Neat footwork by him. Peak sprays it out wide left. Town fling everyone forward. Now the ball is sprayed in towards the edge of the area. Hornchurch head on it first. Hornchurch head on it second. Tuck has to retreat. He's going to go all the way back to Reece Forster. Forster will just have to loft this into the area. Forster takes a touch, beats his man. And now he has to hit it long. Forster hits it long, deep into Hornchurch territory. It's a Hornchurch head on it though. And Balanta can hold it up for Hornchurch, and now they can break on the right and they can take it to the corner flag if they want. There's no real urgency about their play. We're into the 9th added minute, and the final whistle goes. It's all over. Town will remain bottom. It's Enfield Town 1, Hornchurch 2. An own goal and a Liam Nash goal in the first 15 for Hornchurch. Lennon Peak pulled one back before half-time for Town. John, your final thoughts?
Unfortunate defeat from 2 early goals. There was a consequence of that, but we did come back into the game, and unfortunately we just couldn't get that goal. I think we actually deserved at least something out of this game for the efforts, but with no end product, unfortunately their keeper didn't have to make too many saves second half, so that's the price at this level really. You get caught out, you can't afford to make a mistake, but unfortunate with the deflection as well when you think about it. So we deserve something, but football isn't always fair.
Closing thoughts there of John Manitara. That's the final score. Enfield Town 1, Hornchurch 2. Football sometimes isn't always fair. Town are next in action on Saturday at home to Torquay. It's a 3 o'clock kick-off on Saturday. I'll be on air from 2:45. Join me then. Torquay, the start of play, were in 5th position, so it would be a tough old ask, but it would be a bumper crowd, you'd imagine. Prestige tie, so 3 o'clock kickoff on Saturday. I'll be on air from 2:45. I'll leave you for now, however, with a final score from a very cold Dave Bryant Stadium of Enfield Town 1, Hornchurch 2.